I will kill one player for every additional minute. Oh god, I can't type. Minute you are late. I will start with Kirby.
No. Innocent in all of this. Terrible.
Well, sometimes you got to pull out the big guns to get your players to show up.
Here's this cute puppy.
5 minutes. Hello, hi. Hey guys.
Hi there. Hi.
Hi, hello.
Hey guys.
And
Hi.
so-
Oh my god, poor Slump, what the fuck? Oh.
And just at that moment, Kirby jumps out of the way of the bullet, narrowly escaping his death.
There are
Oh.
bullets out there?
Whew.
Oh wait, he escaped death?
Yeah. Oh, damn it. He just fucking left again. Damn. Okay. All right.
Got outplayed.
Damn it.
200 IQ moves.
Yeah.
That worked.
I am so sorry I'm late. I'm not gonna lie. I was just on the couch talking to Flynn. We were just shooting the shit about Atlas, our next season, blah blah blah. And I was like, I got a few minutes. Okay, keep talking. And then I go check my phone. I'm like, fuck! God damn it!
That's nice, though.
Yeah. No, yeah, it's totally fine. I was getting ready to start the stream, and I always start at 5 minutes early so that we can get some music and stuff like that. And I started it 3 minutes later than 5 minutes early because I was busy flexing my incredibly huge biceps off to Kaylee.
He genuinely was.
That's literally, legitimately,
Dude,
100%.
He was doing it.
The thing is, let me tell you guys, I'm someone who took bodybuilding really seriously for like a full year. So not enough to really be in incredible shape, but enough to see people in incredible shape, and his biceps are alarming. They're absolutely
bonkers,
alarming.
guys.
I'm not even kidding. It's upsetting.
They're
It's weird.
bonkers.
It's the sort of biceps where you look at them and you suddenly start feeling a little bit bad about yourself. You're like, oh, what the fuck, man? What the fuck is attached to his arms? So, yeah. Fair enough. Fair enough.
I used to have such big arms, and now I've got like 90-year-old grandma diabetic arms where they just flap in the air.
Yes.
So don't worry. I totally get the spending time with the significant other. There is going to be a penalty, of course. I can't just let that go. I can't just let that go.
I get it. Everybody in the channel, please gift one sub right now. Every
There we
single
go.
person,
There we go.
one sub,
There it
just
is.
one,
Perfect.
just
And
one. That's
Venalis
it. That's all you
will
gotta do.
match every gifted sub for
Yep.
the entirety of the
Oh,
stream.
nice.
Promise.
Wow.
It's his favorite thing, man. He does it all the time. It's his favorite thing to do.
You have 5 minutes, otherwise he starts with Kirby. Oh god.
Oh, man, yeah, go fuck yourselves.
I think Venalis is dead.
Oh no! Oh no!
Holy shit, Venalis, it worked.
Oh my god! All right, crack open that wallet, Venalis.
You think that wallet's got any room on it?
Yeah, I
Like,
know.
that card is max. I went to gift somebody a sub the other day, and I was like, "Yo, sorry, bud." That shit's still
That's
not gonna happen.
You're gonna go have
gift
to.
sub is $4.99, and my credit card said no thanks.
You're gonna need to find some discount bargain bin pickpocketing guide and go get someone else's credit card at this point.
Do it.
Um,
Speaking of crazy theft, I spoke with my mother today, and she's like, "So can you like move back home? Someone tried to break into my house."
whoa!
no.
What?
Hell?
Yeah, like she's retired now, and so she woke up to somebody trying to jimmy open the fucking sliding glass room door that's like in her bedroom.
You've got to be fucking kidding me.
I'm dead serious. And she
Yeah.
she got up and went over to like, you know, the like rip open the blinds, you know, and it's just some lady trying to break in. And my mom was like, "Get the fuck out of here!"
Yeah.
Like, scared the shit out of her.
Shit, yeah.
Yeah.
But I was just like, yeah.
The good news is that the rate of like violent robberies is so incredibly low that the chances were it was someone just hoping to make off with, you know, some jewelry or something like that. but still fucking
Yeah.
terrifying.
Well, we think of that all the
Still terrifying.
Yeah, because Kaylee and I have lived in apartments for so long, right? And
Yep.
apartments are honestly like kind of safe just with the sheer density of people. Like,
Yep.
Did you know our door leads outside now?
That's
it's
just it.
freaky.
exactly, yeah. Our door
I
always
don't
led
like
to
it.
a hallway with 400 other doors, multiple floors, right? So it would take an idiot to try to break in because all you do is go, and 500 people hear you.
Yeah, exactly.
So nobody breaks into, especially like second or third floor apartments. But ever since we came into a house, every time we're in bed and we hear a sound, we're like, oh, fuck, someone's in. Someone's in.
That's time to be
Someone's in the
murdered.
fucking house. They're and so every now and then, after I've had a little bit of adult botanicals, I do get a little bit paranoid if it's
Dude.
like 2 a.m.
Dude.
and I hear some fucking I know their footsteps.
Yep.
Like, fuck, they got a knife.
Yep.
They're in my house.
They're coming for the kids, you
Yeah,
know?
they're coming. They're gonna open up my
I don't
bedroom
have kids,
door.
but they will take them.
Yeah, they're coming for the bedroom door and they're gonna stab me and that's gonna be it. And then I'm like, no, wait, like literally the whole fucking point of people breaking in is to not get caught. They take something and leave.
Yep.
So I have to tell myself that I'm like, they just want to take something and leave. And if they do, I'm gonna fingerprint the shit out of the house and find them, and then I will fucking take them to town.
Yep.
But the chances of me getting murdered in my bed are very low.
Very exceedingly low.
Yeah.
See, we're your typical American family. I was like, all right, Ma, you got the guns? And she's like, I don't know how to shoot it, but I'm thinking about taking a class. And I was like, all right, cool. She's like, should I go with the rifle or the 45? I was like, Ma, just go with the 45.
Oh my god.
Oh, she has one.
Oh my god.
She doesn't have to go out and buy one. She just has to go get ammo.
Holy
Oh my
shit.
God.
That is so scary, man.
Different world.
She was a kindergarten teacher for 50 years.
Holy fuck. That is so absolutely terrifying. I have a knife kind of close by in case I ever need to use it. And I'm like, even that feels scary as fuck.
And the crazy thing is, like, it is a little bit wild that in Canada, like the onus on the homeowner to show an absolute necessity to use anything other than unarmed force is so crazy.
Exactly.
Someone could probably break into our house with like knuckle dusters.
Yeah.
And if you were to cut them with a knife, you could probably face charges.
Yeah, absolutely, man.
They'd be like,
yeah.
you didn't need to. You could have done something else.
My plan is to basically hold up a knife and be like, I've been trained in knife fighting. You don't want to do this? Get out of here. Trust me, unless you got a gun, you don't want to do this. I do have some knife fight training, so just leave. We can call it quits.
There was this is going way back. I was in college when this happened, but there was a guy breaking into, like, I think it was like a Philadelphia like house where 3 college students were staying. One of them had a katana. A violent robber breaks in, trying to like steal shit from the car in the garage. Dude walks in with katana, is like, you need to leave, and he charges him, and dude kills him with the katana.
Oh,
Holy
no.
fuck, dude.
Like, and he wasn't charged because apparently the guy had a fucking history a mile long with violent robbery.
Wow.
Oh, okay.
Holy
yikes.
shit.
This is America.
I mean, to be fair, I have got so many swords and knives and axes in this house. What I kind of want is for them to like pick one up, and then I'll just grab the next nearest one and be like, you don't want to do this.
Yeah.
I've got fucking two years of HEMA practice. Trust me, you don't want to sword fight me. I know you feel strong right now, but you've never been weaker.
Other piece of advice would be to take off all of your clothes and just start shitting all over yourself.
Yeah,
And then run
exactly.
at them screaming.
I have
Who
done
wants
that.
to-
It
who
works.
wants to
It's
fuck
very
with a
effective.
naked
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Fuck, man.
Dude, I would be shitting everywhere, smearing it all over myself, and just screaming at the top of my lungs.
There you
Like,
go.
"You're gonna get
Yeah,
crazy.
man.
You're gonna have a harder time forgetting this than I am. I promise. 5 years from now, I'm gonna be sipping Mai Tais, and you're gonna be in therapy like, he was covered in so much poop. Why? How is he poo? I don't understand.
Stuck his fingers in my mouth and I can still taste it.
Oh,
Okay,
And
well,
that, kids, is why I decided to turn my life around.
yeah, exactly.
Okay, holy fuck. Well, that's an insane way to start this episode.
I don't feel bad that I'm a little late now.
Yeah, no kidding, right? I think it went this way because you were late, man. We were going to talk about puppies and candy.
Well, you know what? I mean, if I hadn't have been late, would we ever have the memory of poop fingers in our mouth?
Oh my god.
Poop
Would
fingers.
have really missed out.
Disgusting. Okay.
So, as a quick side note, I saw the character sheets that we're going to be
Yes.
looking at.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, right?
Holy shit.
Yeah.
I saw that you said, like, oh, you know, check out a bunch of different ones. So I looked at a bunch of different ones, but as soon as I saw Barbarian, there was no need to
Yeah.
look at anything.
I
I like how
figured.
you upload. Same. You upload all the shit. I was like, Paladin. I don't even need to look at it.
Yeah, right? I know, same as- yeah.
Well, you never know, right? You never
No,
know.
yeah.
So it's
Anyways.
good to see the breadth.
Yes.
But yeah, so we can just go ahead and get started.
Fuck
I will
yeah.
start by welcoming folks to our tabletop RPG stream called Monsters and I was fighting through I don't know what that was.
Hiccup.
A hiccup. Yeah,
burp.
I think that was a hiccup.
By the way, it upset
You
me.
want to know something weird? I've never burped in my entire life.
You're a fucking liar.
You're
Nah.
a fucking liar.
It's
I
true.
haven't.
It's
Yeah.
really
Fucking-
true.
No.
Yeah.
I
no.
promise.
No, you know what?
No, I don't
I
believe
lived with
that.
him for. I lived with him for I don't know how many years, and I never saw him
Yeah.
once burp.
Yeah.
Now that I
I'm
think
so
of it, that's
terrified
weird,
of
dude. What
vomiting
the
that I
fuck?
have suppressed
Yeah.
the ability
Yeah.
to air vomit.
Does it just come out the other end then?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Absolutely.
So you compensate by just letting it loose from the brown
Oh
end.
yeah. Absolutely, man.
Just let her fucking rip. man.
Absolutely. No, it's just yeah. Anyways,
Happening right now.
boy, what is happening to this episode I had crafted? Anyways, welcome to our tabletop RPG stream called Monsters Ain't Real, where we use a modified D&D 5e rule set to enjoy some good old-fashioned RPG fun set in a high fantasy universe. To anyone who's new here, all the old episodes are up on YouTube, but that doesn't mean you can't just hang out and enjoy the session. So we'll start with a little bit of a recap. Last time, you guys fought Jared Blackrazor. He had the souls of 12 legendary heroes, each from a different class. He killed a couple of you a few times, but you kept on getting up, and you blasted through all the souls that he had. With a huge thanks to the 9 Iron Maidens, who basically killed a soul every time they came up.
Man, who came up with that idea?
The last soul took you guys a bit by surprise, except Galdric, who fucking saw it coming from a mile away. It was the soul of Jake Marshall. And while the party seemed to have a bit of a hard time with Jake Marshall showing up, when it came to Vincent Locke's turn, he realized what was at stake, the gravity of the overall mission, and he acknowledged his feelings for Jake, one of the few heroes that he felt was capable of accomplishing the impossible. This was a man who he had provided food and drink and shelter to, but he had to put those feelings aside and do what needed to be done to accomplish the mission. And as he pulled the trigger to kill Jared and the twisted soul of Jake, the hijacked soul of Jake fought Jared and forced Jared to take the full brunt of the blast, destroying Jake and leaving Jared mortally wounded and at the mercy of the party. And that's where we left off. But before we jump back in, it is going to be time for the narrative camera. So, we open on an impressive study. The curved walls are cool stone, lined with bookshelves. There's a desk in here, with a neat stack of paperwork, a long feathered quill, and an enchanted well of ink. There are 4 windows in here that look around this circular room, and outside we see an infinite deep purple ocean, the astral sea. Through the crystal clear glass, striding effortlessly around the astral sea, we see the long, snake-like form of Horsebus, frolicking in the infinite afterlife. The camera turns back into the room, and we see a man standing next to a balance scale of good and evil. This is the room of Kelemvor, or was the room of Kelemvor. Now it is the room of the judge, a position that is now tended to by the dual-linked souls of Jake Marshall and Horsebus. The man is, of course, Jake Marshall. He stands at the window watching Horsebus, who has become restless and bored since he has no souls to ferry to the afterlife. Jake has also become bored and worried. He has no official work to do, no souls to judge, but he also has no idea how to help his friends. As he left last time, he promised he would find a way to rescue them, to help them, or to save them. As Jake stands there, watching Horsebus, surveying the astral sea, he sees something strange. It is a tendril of mist, reaching through a tear in the fabric of reality. He knows immediately that this is pale night. But rather than assaulting the sea, it searches and searches. Then the tendril dives into the lake and pulls out a single soul. There are millions of souls here, billions, but the tendril grabs exactly one, and even Jake recognizes this soul. This is the legendary soul of Wolfgar, the hero of Icewind Dale. Then another tendril appears, searches through the sea, and pulls out a single soul. Again, Jake recognizes this soul. It's Gareth Dragonsbane, the Paladin King of Demera. He sees 3 more souls taken. All of them are legendary heroes. Mert the Merciless, Amanjero, Ren of the Blade. And it is nearly too late before Jake realizes what is happening. Pale Knight is, for whatever reason, recruiting legendary heroes. He realizes that this may be his chance to help his friends. He calls Horsebus. He has his 40-legged friend carry him to a tendril and allows himself to be picked up. The tendril rips him through the veil between realities, and before he can understand what is happening, he realizes he is in a small, cramped room with the 11 other legendary heroes, and he knows that he is inside Jared Kane. He hears the voice of Jared, but it's distorted and far away. Clearer is the voice of someone he does not recognize. It's dark and oozes with malice. Then, even more clearly, is a voice he had never expected to hear. Inside of Jared Kane, he hears the voice of Volos. Time becomes hard to estimate, but after some time passes, he hears the voice of Volos, rage and anger, and then it is silenced forever. At that point, the other voice, the dark voice, overtakes. But not for very long, as this voice soon screams in rage and pain, and then is silent forever. One by one, the souls in this room are called to service, until he is the last one there. When the time comes and he is called, he opens his eyes, and he is Jared. He sees his friends for the first time in a very long time. But he knows immediately what must happen. Jared is trying to kill them, and they look extremely worn down. He won't give Jared his power. No, he won't give Jared an inch. He fights, and Jared fights back. But Jared has been weakened through the combat, and Jake is able to restrain him for one moment. One fateful moment. He meets eyes with Locke, who he would have otherwise been shocked to see here. As Locke raises his weapon, Jake says a silent "thank you" that never reaches his lips, and then he is destroyed. And we're back. Jared is on the ground. Slump, you had kind of started to cradle him in your arms because you had just witnessed Jake being destroyed.
Yeah.
And it's very clear that Jared is now Jared Kane. He no longer has the extra souls. He no longer has Volos's or Black Razor's power on him, and he is on the verge of life and death.
I think Slump, looking down at him, even Slump and his slumpishness, would probably be able to tell that the Jake part is gone.
Yeah.
And I think he would just look down at Jared and he'd sort of like slowly furrow his brow, and I imagine Jared would be able to feel that Slump is like starting to tense his muscles. Like any tenderness in that hold is now one of perfunctory, I'm keeping you balanced, but I don't give a fuck if you're comfortable.
Yeah.
And I think he would just lower his face sort of right down to his, I imagine, is like his long white ponytails to either side, drooping down. He'd put his face right up to us and just say, "Why?"
He says, "It is my way."
When you feel that you can decide the way for everyone.
It is my way, and I will live and die by it. I regret nothing.
Then you deserve exactly what you got.
I think Slump would like continue to hold him, but like look at the rest of the party. Like, is there anything that you want to say or do?
Go ahead. So I wanted to lift an eyebrow to Galdric, and he would mimic holding a quill in a hand.
Immediately I would urge towards that, but I don't want her to like make him another champion and give him a third shot. That's what I'm worried about. If he gets squidged, I'm like, fuck yeah, let's do it. You know?
Yeah, right. It's a very good point.
Is she anywhere near us? Because I know she was on the battlefield.
So as you look around, the battle is still very much going on. Okay. She is somewhere out there. You can roll perception if you want to try to find her, but there is a very huge war going on all around you.
Can I cast message to her? I don't know if she's within eyesight.
Yeah, I would say you can probably cast message to her.
Okay, I'll cast message. I'm like, hey, we're gonna force somebody to sign a contract for you right now. He's kind of an awful human being. I need you to promise me that in the end he gets squidged.
I promise.
Consider you know what? Just to sweeten the deal for you, consider this one a +1. I'll still get you another one.
What the fuck do you mean a +1?
No, don't worry about it. He's gonna get squidged. He's gonna get squidged. He's gonna get squidged.
Right.
Remember the demons? Remember the one that was like, burning up in agony for all of eternity. That's gonna be him.
Okay, deal.
Moron. Okay.
Oh, what the fuck?
No, not you, him. I was talking to him. Okay, thanks. Love you. Hey, Jared.
Yes.
You lost twice. How's it feel?
It feels like I'm due for a win.
Of what good is the way that you followed if it led you here?
And I think Slump would start sliding his hands up to either side of Jared's head.
Don't crush his skull. Okay.
Just cradling.
Oh, okay. All right. I want to get out of contract.
He looks very kind of like This is a setback for him, kind of thing. Is the way he looks. Not that this is defeat, but that you are irritating him and setting him back.
Okay. While they're doing that, I think Locke begins to bring himself together and pulls the gun off the ground and just gets into Overwatch. Like, if he tries anything that looks like he's going to try to get away or he's going to cause harm, he is letting loose and firing.
Locke, why don't you go ahead and roll plus wisdom as a perception check? 21.
Whoa.
He is physically incapable. Like, you can definitely still do the Overwatch, but the risk is basically zero. He is 100% broken and destroyed. The only thing that remains is his will. But he is physically incapable of doing anything.
And if anything, it'll be a psychological thing. So, like,
yes, absolutely.
If he has to do anything that requires like a psychological like type of role, maybe it gives disadvantage or maybe it just intimidates him.
Yeah, absolutely.
Sign here, Jared.
What is this?
Your only way to not die right now.
Roll plus charisma. At advantage because he's super almost dead.
I mean, whether he signs it or not, I'm just going to force his hand. Cause
Totally. Oh, yeah. Oh, my God.
On each of those.
Yeah. He
22.
looks around and he sees all of the dead on his side of the battlefield. He looks at you and how all 4 of you are still standing and the 9 Iron Maidens kind of looming overhead. And he barely lifts a hand to grab the quill. And he signs a contract.
Wow.
You fucking idiot.
You're going to love it down there, buddy.
That's the first right thing you've done in a while.
Let's just
I'm
say if you
going to
manage-
find you. And I'm going to make you regret this.
I slap him.
He dies.
As soon as he does it, Slump just drops his body like someone whose toy just broke. Just slump, and he looks up and Galdric goes,
Teeny tot!
What?
You broke him!
Sorry.
Fuck.
I feel awful.
I feel like that's not actually accurate.
I feel so bad.
Well,
I kind of want to make it so that they don't have a body to do anything with any type of magic ever.
that sounds like a pretty fucking good idea to me.
Pretty good idea.
How many souls do we owe?
90. Oh, well, 100. I did that one. I did that one for free.
Yeah, you owe 5.
Is it 5?
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
that's right. I forgot we changed that.
Exactly. Yep.
Actually, is that something I could request of the Iron Maidens?
Have them sign
So
it? No,
there?
we like them.
No. To dispose of his body so that no magic could bring him back.
So he's totally dead? Like he did die?
Yes. Like,
Oh,
his
yeah, he
spirit's
definitely
probably
died.
going to be in hell, but he's
Okay.
like, no one can take the body and res him, that type of thing.
Maybe we could do the opposite of consecrate him. What is the thing?
Desecrate.
Desecrate?
You want Slump to desecrate his corpse
Wait,
right now? He'll do
hang
it.
on a
Slump
second.
will do
Wait
it. You want to think
You know what? I
Slump doesn't
I thought more
mind.
about it. I thought
Alright.
more about it.
Okay. Slump's been holding in a dump all day. Just
Oh,
saying.
my
you did just go
God.
ahead and say it. I appreciate
Okay.
it.
Well,
Well-
yeah, Slump thinks we should get rid of the body, and then perhaps see if we can regroup with.
where's Ramadan didn't come to the battlefield?
Ramadan is on the battlefield, and she is like on a giant war elephant.
Okay.
But she is in like a supreme zone of zen and concentration,
Okay.
because all of the armies of the free city are acting under her like guidance. So that's why they
Fucking
strike.
crazy.
Yeah, that's why they strike as a single unit and all the horses move as a single unit, is because she is guiding every single movement of the entire army of the Free City.
I see. Okay.
Wait, is there like any like battle mages nearby real quick?
Oh yeah, there's tons of battle mages.
Can I order one of them to disintegrate the body?
Absolutely, yeah.
Oh.
As you say that, he starts winding up a disintegration spell in case anybody wants to say anything or do anything. Nope. He just
not
fucking
putting
No
any of
last
us?
words over, yeah.
he just
I-
fucking lets it loose. And a black beam emits from their finger. It's just like he's pointing at him and he's like, you. A little beam goes, phew, and it goes, and his body doesn't even turn to ash. There's nothing.
Well, that's that.
Slump stands up, not really understanding, and sort of uneasily wipes his hands on his clothes.
The only thing on your hands is your sweat.
Slump somehow thinks that's part of Jared like wiping twice as fast.
Cherry juice. Ugh.
And
Everybody okay? How are you all doing?
I'm great.
Well,
We still need
You
to
know.
take care of Pale Knight.
that's
Well,
true.
but yeah, I just before we go, you got all your fingers and toes and stuff. Everybody's okay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I feel
more or
good.
less. Yep.
If I had to put a number on it, I'm full health.
It's just emotional damage that we've taken. Okay.
Yeah, years of counseling. After
Yeah, definitely.
Years.
Not enough alcohol or
Yep.
therapy.
Yeah.
So as you guys are standing there, kind of surveying where Jared was, we can just delete him because he's completely fucking gone. You see the corpses of all the dragons that he slew, and you see the battle raging on. And as you look around to the giant funnel that is Pale Knight, so you can see, if you zoom out, you can see Pale Knight absolutely massive
Whoa.
above the city of above.
How big?
Pale Knight, I mean, she's probably way up there. She looks kind of small because the funnel is so massive, but you get
Okay.
the feeling that she is probably 30 feet tall, 40 feet tall, kind of thing.
God, I don't like
she's a
that.
huge, absolutely enormous giant. And between you and her, you see an ungodly remaining army of Abyss. Now, your army will go through it eventually, but as you sit here looking at it, you're like, holy fuck, we got a lot of work to go. And that's when you hear a horn blow. It is a deep, proud, bellowing horn. And you hear the thundering footsteps behind you. And before you can even really think of what it is, all around you is an ocean of dwarves.
What the fuck?
It is the Hammer of Moradin. All of the individual branches of the Hammers of Moradin have come together in one final strike. And the Hammer of Moradin falls. It crushes a path between you and Pale Knight absolutely clean, as this ocean of dwarves are smashing and crushing and cleaving everything in their path. They carve all the way to the bottom of the funnel, and then they start carving the sides of this army, leaving a giant path straight forwards to you guys. And you now have a path to Pale Knight. What would you guys like to do?
I feel like there's some sort of indication as to what our next move should be. I feel like going the other direction would simply anger and waste a lot of dwarves.
I'd like to go home. I'd like to
Yeah,
go home and think
basically.
about noodles.
Yeah.
Really quick question: will I need all of my stats because for whatever reason the Word document for my character that got transferred to this computer's corrupted, so I might have to run back and copy it again.
Yep, no problem. I don't think you'll really need your stats too much.
Okay.
Again, this is going to be an RP encounter.
Yes, exactly.
Because if you try to fight Pale Knight, it ain't going to go well.
Exactly. Okay. What do we see when we look around us aside from the dwarves that just showed up? What does the rest of the battlefield look like? Are we able to see how the tide of the battle appears to be going? How many dragons are still around? Are we able to see any leaders?
Yeah, so there are many dragons in the sky, and they are still burning the forests, burning the enemies. Your armies are absolutely still pushing forwards. The enemies just seem to keep on surging, but your army is pushing forwards. The cavalry are running enemies through. Your mages are incinerating huge platoons. As your men fall, the clerics pick them back up with healing words, revivifications. So it seems that slowly but surely you are pushing through towards Pale Knight.
Interesting. Okay.
I was going to ask that. Yeah. Should I do you guys want me to help these dragons that are dead in front of us, around us here? It's very upsetting.
I look at them. I think I remember this from last week. I look at them as some of them are cleaved in half. I'm like, can you fix this?
I really don't know. I could sure try. Well, maybe we should go to Pale Knight first and stop it at its source.
Yeah, we could do that. But no, go ahead. Go ahead.
After you.
No, go ahead.
Sounds like a plan. Okay, there you go. That's all I was going to say.
So you think we should just do... Is there anything else we can do? This is it. This is for all the beans. No going back once we head that way.
And Slump is like holding the Rod of the Four Moons, sort of, or Argus, and gesturing towards Pale Knight.
Once we cross that line, there's no coming back.
I know, but look at all of this, and I gesture to all of the dead friends around the battlefield. We've got to stop this as soon as we can.
Do you think we can?
Well, we've done some amazing things.
Okay, so listen, we need to get Pale Knight. Okay, so we have to do. Okay. Powwow.
Okay, here we go.
Powwow. Okay, listen, we need to. There's no defeating Pale Knight. Okay, she's gotten unfortunately just a little bit too big, which means we either need to one outthink her, which is possible. She's kind of an idiot, or two, we turn her attention to something else and turn this into like tomorrow's problem sort of thing, you know?
Right.
How do we make her reality? Let's start with step one. That's if we make her reality, she's instantly defeated. We have to outthink her. And we have to make her realize that she's real. Wow, the irony.
Azar speaks up and says, I think if I can get her attention, I think I can try to reach Zelleran.
Okay.
If we can remove Zelleran from her, she will lose so much of her power. Zelleran could beat her.
And the true name would weaken her.
To separate her from Zelleran?
Anything we do to her.
You know her true name?
I do.
That would weaken her significantly. If Zelleran was able to fight her from the inside and her true name was to be used, I think that would do a lot.
Is that, do we need to weaken her at all in order to do that, or is that like more of an opener?
I think that would, if you can get her attention and we can draw her gaze to me, that would awaken Zelleran. Then use the name, and I bet he could break through.
And let Slump get her attention once we get close.
If we can get Zelleran out, he can end her. I know it. I know he can.
Okay.
When she says that she knows its true name, I want to look at Slump and I'll mouth Karen.
Slump stares at Galdric's mouth like he didn't quite catch what he said.
Karen.
Carrie.
And he just picks up Azar.
Oh my god.
Not what I had expected, but I mean,
There. Is that better?
I'll take a
Good
free
job.
ride.
I just want to give the thumbs up to him. Like, good job.
Yay! Well then, is there any sort of opening we should wait for, or is there no better time than the present?
I mean, as far as I'm concerned, the sooner the better. Pale Knight, if we start to crush her army too much, she will suddenly take an interest in the battle, and I think that'll be the end of it.
Right.
Don't want that.
Don't want that.
I'm gonna give our boy here a better chance of survival when he draws attention.
Oh, good idea.
So I'll stay with Azar.
All right. I think as soon as she's going to have her hands full just trying to contain Zelloran when she sees me.
Then when that happens, what should we do? Once she's struggling to contain Zelloran, should we attack her?
I don't think there's much we can do in the way of attacking her. Just try to convince Zelloran to come out, and other than using her true name, there's not much else we can do against Pale Knight.
Well then, there's no better time for it.
Slump just starts walking towards Pale Knight.
Yeah, I think we can do it. Oh, what?
What? Slump's
my
already
arms-
started walking. It's too late.
I put
You
my
can't turn
arms up.
back now.
I put my arms up just in case it's the very last time.
Oh.
Stop crying. Come on.
Slump bends down and like kneels down and hugs him, and completely acting like Galdric is literally a 5-year-old.
Swampy Wumpy's gonna be back very soon. And we're gonna put the no-nos in the no-nos, okay? And we're gonna put no-no, okay? You want to with your Tweety?
No.
You want your bubba?
Oh, my
Okay.
headset
And Slump
just died.
kisses
I
him.
can't fucking hear anything. God.
Why doesn't
Fried in a sausage because I heard it beeping for like 40 fucking minutes, and I was like, no, it's okay, it'll last another 2 minutes, it's fine. And then it didn't, and then it just fucking, I couldn't hear anything, and it's almost done being fixed. God damn it, stop talking to me like that.
Slump, stop talking a while ago.
He's saying his headset died?
yes.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh my goodness.
In the middle of that, my head
So-
went, boop.
So
Swampy Wumpy's gonna be back so soon.
and he kisses him on the forehead and walks away.
No, I meant I'm going with you, jackass!
Oh, yeah.
Awkward after that goodbye.
And Slump picks him up and puts him on his shoulders.
Oh
Yeah.
my god. Never change, bud. Never change.
As Azar walks, Locke is gonna walk alongside him and use the disguise self and make himself look like Azar.
Oh, doubles.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
Wait, you said to look like Azar?
Yeah.
Locke is going to look like Azar?
Yes.
I think Slump would look at him and say,
Do you think that's a great idea? Wouldn't that maybe just convince Zelloran that it's all just an illusion?
Azar turns, he's like, I think Slump might be right. If we draw into
damn
doubt the existence that I'm real, or question which one is real, I think it might, if that small amount of doubt might do harm.
He immediately like drops, and he's like, "Do you want at least a blur?"
I don't think I'm going to have to fight.
All right.
I say, if you've got
that's
a healing bullet ready,
That's all you need.
okay. Just if you
Here.
got a healing
He had-
bullet, just get ready to shoot me with it.
No, he gives him the wand that he charged cure wounds on,
shit!
Nice.
Yeah. Neat
and
stick. What does it do?
it's imbued with cure wounds. Use it if you need to.
Oh, that's actually really useful. Well, thank you very much. And you guys make your way to Pale Knight?
Reluctantly.
Okay, there we go. I was loading the thing. Fuck, that was the last Nah, just kidding. That was a spare. It's okay.
Oh.
Be fine.
Hey, I feel better.
So then I just thought of this, but it's too cool as fuck not to do. I think as you guys start walking towards Pale Night, the 9 Iron Maidens are following behind you in these 3 columns of 3. And that's when the Malam Ghoul try to stand in your way.
Ooh.
And the 100 Malam Ghoul stand against 9 Iron Maidens. And it's like 100 people who move like waterbenders against 9 people who move like earthbenders, and the Malam Ghoul just get fucking wrecked.
Holy shit.
And you guys continue on by yourselves.
Some fucking army he had.
They were already dead, I think, so it's kind of like just double deading.
Yeah.
Oh my.
And and you guys stand in the presence of Pale Night, and she does not give a fuck about you.
So, go ahead, Lou.
Well, I look around to the party and go, now? Should we go and
Stand
say it
back.
now?
So,
Okay.
wait, no. Remember the plan was Slump distracting her?
Listen to him.
I'm
I don't say any of that.
So I think Slump would walk up, like, so that he's sort of standing in a clearing and facing Pale Night, and bend down like fucking Uther with the handle of Argus against the ground, and the head of the hammer sort of, he's resting his hands on it, and he's bending one knee.
Yeah.
And says,
Saloon, if you ever saw fit to bless a lowly supplicant with something for his prostrations, let it be now.
and then he would stand back up and holding Antaeus in one hand and Argus in the other, would hold his hands straight above his head and bang the two together as hard as he can to make the loudest clang possible, and look at the Pale Knight and shout,
Hark! Pale Knight! Look who has returned! It is we! Don't you remember when you cast us down into hell? And look who has come back! Recognize this!
as he holds up the Rod of the Four Moons.
And it has come to seek your head, Pale Knight. But it shall not strike the blow that you think it shall. Not yet. For one lingers within. Isn't that true? Gaze, Zelaran, on your beloved Azar, who stands here in the flesh. O ye, Zelaran, of lost hope, O ye of little faith, gaze upon us all. See what your lack of faith has brought you, and come back to the light.
And then he would clang the two of them again really hard and just stare at the Pale Knight.
Ooh.
I want to augment this with thaumaturgy and just make his voice booming even more
Yes.
than it is now.
Yeah, absolutely. You use thaumaturgy, and Slump's voice rings out across the battlefield. It reverberates through the trees, and everybody hears it. And when you clang your weapons the first time, it's deafening. When you clang your weapons the second time, the day shifts to night, and a giant full moon rises.
Holy fuck. Oh.
And the presence of Saloon is strong across the entire battlefield.
I think as that starts to happen, as like the light starts to vanish and the moon starts to show up, Slump would look around and say,
See, Zelaran, feel the change. You feel that? It's a changing tide. Zelaran, will you be there when the tide rolls in? Or will you be there when the tide rolls out?
I think I was gonna have you roll charisma, but I think because this is like it's truth, it's powered by a literal movement in the skies of a god, one of the most ancient gods ever. I think way up in the sky, you see the face of Pale Night, that veiled face, turn ever so slightly down towards you. Just the smallest amount.
And as soon as she did, Slump would turn around and look at Lou and say, now.
Yeah. Okay, Lou would get her voice loud and thaumaturgy up as well.
Yeah.
And say, I know you, Namu.
When you say that name, the whole funnel of souls quivers.
Ooh.
And souls begin peeling off it like snowflakes. And Pale Knight's entire face looks down at you, and she starts gliding down through the funnel towards you as it just begins shedding souls like crazy. And she says, how dare you? But then her whole body starts to shiver as her eyes, or the voids that should be eyes, move to Azar. And she suddenly stops moving. And her whole body starts quivering and losing shape, and it starts to kind of dissolve into the funnel of souls. And Azar says, Zeloran, please, it's impossible. I don't know how they brought me back, but they did. Zeloran, please, you have to fight her. You have to fight her. And Pale Knight's eyes kind of cease becoming voids, and you see the eyes of Zeloran behind her face. And she dissolves completely into the funnel, which continues to fall apart.
What the fuck?
And at the base of the funnel, Zeloran himself tumbles out of the funnel at your feet, exhausted, barely conscious. And Azar quickly kind of scoops him up in his arms. He says, Azar, I had no idea. I'm so sorry.
Careful, careful. How do you know he's not still, you know?
And I think Zeloran opens his eyes and looks at Azar, and the look that he gives Azar wipes any doubt from your minds. This is a look of affection that can't be faked. And then you see the form of Pale Knight up in the funnel begin to reform.
Uh-oh.
But as it does, you see something that terrifies you. I don't know if it terrifies you, but it's a bummer.
Oh, God.
Okay. All
A
right.
red portal opens up.
No.
Oh, boy.
No.
And as Volos steps through the portal, he is already casting a spell.
Oh, my God.
He is holding the cube in his left hand, and he is already pulling the essence out of Zeloran.
Can I do a thing as a reaction? Do a spell?
Yes, absolutely, if you'd like to.
I would like to cast my last 8th level slot and cast anti-magic field and try and protect them.
Look
Okay.
at her. I am so proud.
And I think,
Well,
as this spell, you see the ink of the spell kind of ripping the essence out of Zeloran. You see your anti-magic shield come up, and immediately the tendrils of white ink that were the spell dissipate, but all of the other colors continue.
Man.
And Volos has a line that he'd like to say.
So everyone
We
shuts the
won't
fuck
allow
up
it.
so Volos can speak.
No.
As he is casting this spell, and I think especially after you cast that and it has virtually no effect, he looks over and he says,
What's the matter? No liar's tongue to trick me into giving you the key? No. This time it is mine, and then nothing will stop me.
I'm kind of mocking him, like, remember that time you made me look like a fucking idiot? Just trying to see if I can distract him in any way.
Classic Venalis.
Well, I don't know if Zillaran has the power to do it, but I don't know if we came up with a contingency for this because we've kept warning of another threat that could occur after Pale Night. So I kind of want to order if there's any forces nearby to aim up at him, particularly whatever he's holding, because clearly it's the focus.
Yeah, nice.
But also, I kind of want to try to take aim my own self and shoot at it.
okay.
But only with DM discretion, because this is...
Yep. Absolutely. No, I think that's absolutely valid. You call for a contingency plan, which is, this is what we said. This is what we warned against. This is the guy. Shoot the cube. And you also take aim. And as you do, he simply waves his hand. All of the arrows and catapults and crossbows and projectiles just turn to ash. And then you see what you've only ever seen once before. You see a planar key. A green bowling ball sized orb comes out of Zillaran and begins going towards the cube that Volos has.
I'm going to jump in front of it and try to absorb it.
Ooh.
Oh, he might just kill you. He might knock you out of the way. Fuck.
I think
Do we-
as you try to get in front of it again,
Okay.
he just erects a barrier and he says,
No.
This is happening. Got it.
What about the...
Learned all your tricks. You won't be stopping it this time.
Zillaran.
I say, not all our tricks. Can I try and grab it with the time killer orb? I pretty much just try and throw the orb at it.
just throw the orb at it. And he just knocks it out of the way.
Ah, it's so rude.
Well, that's.
No.
I was going to. I was going to use my last luck to throw the Rod of the Four Moons at the planar key, but I'm thinking, judging by the way things are going, that would probably be a waste.
Well,
I'm going to go
hold
ahead
on.
and refrain.
So, I mean, we have to try, and if anything else, it'll give us the one last. You know, I look at Slump as if we're getting ready to do the the Mega Super Saiyan Slump combo.
Yeah.
Oh.
Because he can stop spells, but he hasn't been able to stop that yet. So
That's true. But do we both risk being annihilated instantaneously?
well, I mean, that will be fine.
Wait, did the dwarf thing, like the guy who's like, I can kill Pale Knight in one swing, the Mortarin, was that what happened just now, or
Yeah, he said
have we
he
yet
would
to
like
summon it?
No, that was it. That was his
Okay.
army crushed Pale Knight's army.
Okay.
Well, I mean, it's up to you, man. Do man. You want to do it?
What do you... Let's wait.
All
So our
right.
last, well, no, if you wait, he's going to absorb it, and that's it.
Well, I
Well,
mean, that just means it's 1 for 1. Okay, we have one.
He has 2.
What? Oh.
super form, here we go!
Wait a minute. Do we still have a spare coin?
Yes. Oh shit!
I still have the coin in my pocket. I want to immediately start channeling the coin. I want to grab the coin. I want to aim it at Volos, and I want to do whatever I have to do to blast him out of existence.
Okay.
Oh boy!
And not harm the green player key.
Yeah.
Nuclear explosion. Everything within 20 square miles evaporates.
Hell, put it in a body. Put it in my body. Anything.
Okay. Galdric, you pull out the one last coin that you have, the Prime Ink coin. And you don't know what you're doing. You've seen it used, but you don't know how to weave it into a spell that would do what you want it to do. You simply press your thumb on it, you pull it down, and you just try to make something. And I think what happens is it tangles up with your desire to become Neoni with Slump. You both automatically get your successes, and you are empowered by the power of a Prime Ink coin.
Holy shit.
You become a single Prime Ink Neoni. You tower 12 feet tall with your giant 4 angular wings and your 2 gleaming eyes. And you just take a step forward. And Volos recoils a little bit. How would you like to stop him?
Okay. So are we in Super Mega Prime
Oh,
Ink
yeah.
form? Is that what we are right
You
now?
are a Prime Ink Neoni, Ultra Slump, and Galdric.
Oh,
Okay, in that case, first thing I want to do is...
You're
okay,
going to have kind of
distance.
like
What's the
one
distance?
action kind of thing. You're going to get to do one thing to stop him.
I'm gonna. I would want to like try to communicate this cross synapses to Galdric's brain as quickly as information can be transferred, and say something like,
Fly ahead and right towards his face with the hammer of the rod of the 4 moons. What do you got?
Okay, everybody, here's what we got. Okay, here's what we're gonna. Okay, here's what. Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay, listen. Okay, this is what we're gonna do. Okay, listen. I'm gonna get us right in front of him. You need to knock him out of this fucking realm. Do you hear me? You need to take whatever you want. Here, take this. I give him the Holy Avenger. Listen, you can just literally just beat the living shit out of him. Okay, so I'm gonna get you there. You knock him out, and I need you to knock him out so hard that I go flying towards the ink.
I need you to do something for me.
Yeah.
Just this once.
Yep.
Have faith in me and put everything you have, every bit of energy into speed.
And you guys become a blur of pearlescent void as you cover the distance in a single stride. The hammer is already wound back, and as you Kaioken Goku style materialize in front of him, his one red eye widens in horror as the hammer crushes into his chest as you simultaneously yourself open a portal back to the red ink, and you send him catapulting backwards. And the threat of Volos is dealt with.
"Oh my god!"
The Prime Ink, or the green ink key, falls to the ground, undamaged and unharmed. As your form ends, and you become Galdric and Slump once again.
Being how absolutely important this is, and you've mentioned that this is still an active battlefield, I will immediately Misty Step directly in front of it and pick it up.
Awesome, thank you.
Okay. And you pick
Unless
it
anyone
up.
beats me to it, I immediately am just like, okay, let's do this.
Okay. You are wielding you basically have the green ink planar key. You're kind of holding it, and it's like it is a solid orb.
Yeah.
And it is now yours, and you are protected. And Pale Knight, is now looking directly down at you guys. Zelleran kind of very weakly raises a hand and looks at you and says, "You have to use it."
I kind of grin. I with the key or the ink?
The key. Like you have to use the planar. You have to use the green planar key.
I take a moment and
He
I kind of
boofs it.
I drop it and then I pick it back up and then I'll kind of exactly what I did with the white ink. I'll like prepare my vessel for
Yep.
it, as quickly as I can, and then I'll become the key, I suppose.
Yeah, you kind of get this feeling like last time you prepared yourself because you didn't know what it was going to be and you wanted to make sure you could handle whatever it was. But this time you just kind of feel like
God. Okay.
you could just take it if you wanted. Anyone who chooses to wield this power can wield this power when it's in this form.
I use it. I become it. Do I change form, or is it just like I'm holding a magic wand?
So you're just holding this green orb, right? And when you choose to take it, it just kind of dissolves into you, and suddenly the power of a god seems like it's almost a joke that you considered it power.
Mm-hmm.
And the power that you feel is beyond anything. You are now the single most powerful being on this plane of existence. What would you like to do?
I would like to. God, I'm trying to think. How do I want to? If the way to defeat her is to make her real, that's what I want to do. How do I make Pale Knight real? Oh God. I'd like to take a time out, Alex.
I think as you're kind of trying to think, what do I do? Pale Knight starts weaving, and you feel something terrible coming forward.
Can I lift my hand at Pale Knight and essentially cast
Stop.
stop and then cast the counter spell at the highest level. Just shut the fuck up. I'm thinking.
Yeah, I think so. She starts moving her arms, and this horrific, earth-trembling spell begins to take hold. And as you raise your hand, it stops immediately.
Holy shit.
Like, the spell stops, the rumbling stops, everything stops.
Send her back to the nothing.
Oh, no, because then she can just come back. No, that's not what we want to do. We want to make her real. Look at Pale Knight. And what was... Fuck. I look at Lou. Lou, what was this bitch's name again?
Namu.
Namu.
Namu!
Oh, damn.
You are now mortal! And I want to transform her into a human.
Yeah.
Oh, what?
And as you say that, her body trembles for like a split second. And a woman tumbles out of the mist. She looks at her hands. Her whole body turns to stone, and then it crumbles.
What the fuck?
Whoa.
And the entire funnel of souls dissipates completely. It just falls apart all at once. And all of the armies suddenly, when they were putting up a good fight, like the armies of the abyss, when they were putting up a good fight, they suddenly just kind of like, it's like when you're watching an arm wrestling match and it seems like it's even, and then the one guy goes, BAM! It's like that.
Sudden smash.
Sudden smash as all of the abyss are basically just wiped out.
Oh my god.
Pale Knight has been destroyed.
What?
Wow.
Galdric is the green planar key right now.
Well done, Galdric.
No problem. First things first, I want to lift my hand and I want to Thanos snap, except I'm not doing what Thanos did. I'm restoring all of our luck.
Can you do that?
I don't know.
As you snap your fingers,
sorry, go ahead.
and restore all of the luck, everybody goes back to 1 luck.
Okay. Ah.
You only have 1.
I kind of snap again, like, damn thing must be broken. I must be doing it wrong.
Doing it right. Slump grabs his hand and tries to snap for him.
You're very mega, very small. You're very
All right, fine.
And
the little things.
those of you who had Doom approaching no longer feel the grip of Doom. But Galdric, as you do this, as the infinitely powerful being you are, you actually can tell the reason you only got 1 luck back is you have all been
changing the rule set. Yeah, no, I get it.
You've been cursed by Volos.
Who has? All of us?
All of you.
What's the curse?
That dick.
You don't know. That's just it. Volos has been a planar key for a lot longer than you have, and you don't understand what this curse is.
Okay, can I, just as maybe like a side quest, because I think this could be fun.
Yeah.
Can I, not obviously remove the curse, but can I like identify what the curse is to possibly remove it at a later date?
I would recommend that you find out what this curse is, because you don't know if it's limited to just luck. You
Okay.
know?
Yep. I sneeze as a god, and it's a later key, and then from there I use that sneeze power to kind of what the fuck is, like, I try to diagnose, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah. So you know that it's a curse set by Volos. You know that it is horribly complex, not necessarily powerful in terms of the number of things that it does. It's relatively simple, but it's so complex that you can barely understand it.
Okay, I'm just saying though, because like I'm a paladin and we're like immune to curses and diseases. Does that still apply to me? You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Okay.
When we're
I just wanted to
dealing,
make sure.
when you're dealing with planar key stuff, it doesn't matter what ink you're in, and it doesn't matter what class you are.
Sounds good. All right.
I have.
No, I was gonna say I just try to identify whatever the fuck it is, and feel free to send it to me at a later date because I don't, you know.
Yep, absolutely. You might have to poke me if I forget, but yes, I will definitely send you the details that you can glean. And as you try to discern it further, I will send you more information.
Wait, I have a question. What
Yes.
happened to? Because I forget. What happened to the stupid bitch, the weak bitch, the one that's inferior to me, Betty? What happened to Betty?
I was wondering it. I really was wondering if you guys were just going to forget about her. She was put in temporal stasis.
That's right.
Yeah.
I undo it. Bam!
Boom. And you just know. The basic statue of Betty that exists in the Tower of the Healing Hand is now fully normal again. And
Thank God.
Betty is returned. I was really wondering if you guys were going to remember old Betty, or if you'd get fucking 2 inks more deep and be like, oh shit, what happened to her?
Rescue Betty, and I make a note to hold it over her for all of eternity. All right. Well, anyone else have anything on their wit? Oh my God! I look at Slump and I give him a stapler. There you go. Anyone else have-
Could Slump make one request?
Of course.
That you give little Gerby, go bald, golden tickets so he can have all the candy he wants.
I snap my finger wherever he is. I would like just like 1,000 gumballs to just drop on him.
And somewhere there is a bone crunching squish. There's a little kobold man. No. However, I will warn
the
you.
candy store. Yeah.
As you begin wantonly using the powers of creation and manipulation of reality, you can feel something. As you remember that Pale Knight was not the only Oberith.
Interesting.
Hey, that felt really bad. Maybe we shouldn't do that anymore.
Okay, well, never mind. I was gonna say, can I just wish that all the Right now, as a player, can I wish they're all mortal, but I need to know their names.
Exactly, yeah.
Okay. All right, boys. In that case, we don't have much time here, I don't think. Is there anything else we need to do?
Zalaran, are you okay with us? We're gonna have to take this.
Oh, I don't think we ever told you that, but we're taking this and we're leaving.
We gotta take it.
Oh,
Yeah.
We gotta take it. We gotta leave.
Where are you taking it? They'll find it.
We're
They
taking
will
it the
never
only
find it.
place it's safe. Exactly.
How can you know that it'll be? And Azar kind of stops and he's like, they're taking it somewhere none of us can follow ever.
No one.
And Zillaran says, I'm okay with that then.
Thank you.
Thank you, and I'm sorry.
Remember the time you came into the tent and you were like, if you don't tell me, I'm gonna fucking kill you. Ah, memories.
Azar's like, yeah, I remember you were all really quite rude.
Yeah.
Well, you were
okay.
very
Well,
scary. You
were
scared us
You,
very
had
badly.
you were
yeah.
all like, look at me, I am a samurai, a monster. Like, okay.
Yeah, no, I guess I did come in a little bit strong. That's fair. I came in a bit strong. You were a bit rude. Both of us made some small mistakes.
Yeah.
But now we're friends for life, right?
Yep.
Yes.
Hey, I don't want to make this awkward, but you two, I want to look at Azar and Zalaran, right? He forgot where he buried you. Okay. All right. So,
you
no.
forgot
You
where
guys
you
might wanna talk
buried
about-
me?
Oh,
so
no.
who's Craven Noodles?
It was 2,300 years. Come on
I
now.
think I'm gonna get some spicy noodles. I'm just like talking. We could have stopped all this from happening, but he was like, "Where did I park?"
Well, you two be well now. Take care of each other and don't try and, change the world again. Just be yourselves.
Absolutely. Now that this power is gone, I think we should be safe.
There's one last thing I need to do with this power before we ultimately vacate the area.
Okay.
A deal is a deal. And I want to take a moment and I want to find the 4 or 5, whatever 5, I think it's 5. I want to think about who the 5 most cruel people in the world are. Feel free to, obviously random NPCs.
Yeah.
And I want to bring them before me.
Yeah.
And I want to force them to sign the contract.
Just irredeemable people.
Yeah.
Irredeemable people. They all deserve to be squidged. These are the worst of the worst. Just
Absolutely. You summon forth a guy who kicks puppies.
Okay.
For a
Get rid of him.
profession kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
You summon forth a guy who chews with his mouth open and talks during movies.
Okay.
Oh,
yeah.
Send him.
Kill him.
You summon forth the guy who, as you're slowing down for the yellow light, lays on the horn to make you run it.
Okay.
Oh.
You summon forth how many is that? 3?
That's 3. We need 2 more.
2 more.
The guy who leaves his shopping wagon without putting it back in the corral.
The guy who leaves his shopping cart in the middle of the parking lot and also is the same person who stands in the middle of the aisles blocking them when they're just chatting. And
The guy who
who?
the guy that takes up 2 parking spaces.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Exactly.
The guy with the only moderately expensive car who diagonal parks in 2 spaces.
Yep.
All 5 of them show up.
I want to also summon the 6th one. I want to summon the guy that's in charge of filing DMCA's against all Twitch streamers.
There we go.
Wow, I really thought it would be more severe, the list of crimes, but yeah, wow.
This is a pretty okay place now that
They
I
all
think
died
about
in the
it.
funnel.
Hey.
They all died in the funnel, and this is the worst of the worst
Oh,
right now.
Yeah,
okay,
exactly.
Got it.
I don't even think some of these are against the law. Like, this is somebody just
The guy who follows TMC starts like, this is just my job, man.
This is a job, man. Just for trying to provide. All right. I mean, fuck 'em.
All 5 of you, 6. Sorry, Carl, you got fucked. 6 of you will sign this, or I will destroy your entire bloodline.
Oh my god. Yeah. The contracts manifest in front of them. They all have quills. and they all, with some degree of reluctance or another, sign the contracts.
You are now generals of the Hell Army, and your ultimate fate will likely be to get squished, but you'll have some fun along the way. Luckily, your new master has got some really nice tits.
I was just gonna say she's super hot, so don't even worry.
She's kind of has a thing for her dad,
She's got a
though.
weird thing with her dad, though, so that's
So,
something you're gonna have to navigate.
You're gonna have
One
to
of
compete
the-
with Belial.
One of the many downsides, yeah.
Unless
the
you
many downsides.
unless you involve him, in which case higher percentage chance of succeeding.
There you go.
Higher percent chance of squidging.
I can promise you that his relationship with her is going to be a problem, but I can also promise that's going to be the least of your problems.
No kidding,
Mostly
right?
the indentured servitude and unending torment and suffering. That's probably going to be the worst part.
And you hear the voice of Fierna say, well, consider the contract honored.
Yes, indeed. You are beautiful, and in another life, I dare say I would have ravaged you.
You still might.
Okay, hello. The rest of us can hear this.
Oh, God.
Maybe this is a later conversation.
Maybe
you
we
know?
can use Slump as a bed.
No, please, not again.
My God.
Very bouncy.
And your Galdric, your gaze is drawn to the battlefield where you kind of see her plunging a trident through the heart of some horrific beast, and she kind of looks up and looks at you and opens her mouth, and her tongue comes out, and then it keeps on coming out, and it becomes 4 feet long, and then 5 feet long, and it wraps around the neck of the person that she's stabbing and pulls their head off.
Oh my God.
Oh no.
Galdric doesn't have genitals, but he is hard.
His whole body becomes turgid.
Okay. Your contract is fulfilled. Betty is saved. Gerby has candy.
Thank God. I want to pick up a piece of Pale Night rock.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. Fuck. I want to look around. Galdric got a little caught up, and he's like, I gotta do one more thing!
Oh, what?
People who fought for this day fought for everything. And I want to lift my hand into the air like Anduin, and I want to mass res everyone.
Yeah.
Oh, yes!
Oh,
Dude. Yes. As a fellow Alliance, my heart swells as the camera pans out as Galdric stands there, extends a single hand up, and a ray of light shoots into the sky, and a dome of light encompasses the entire field as every single fallen member of your allied armies stands back up. And you get a big disturbance in the force from that one.
Yeah. Okay. It's time to go.
My lord, before you depart,
Yeah.
you must
Oh.
yield your station.
Oh, right.
Oh, right.
Bahamut!
And Bahamut kind of comes out of the sky and sits down on the ground next to you. The entire enemy armies are now completely abolished at this point. The fighting has stopped. And Bahamut comes down next to you and says, Well. Look here, little Galdric, mighty god of Mount Celestia. Now something more, it seems.
Yeah. Oh, man, I haven't took a lot out of me. Sorry.
Is that just me?
I just had to. What? What's wrong with you? Oh, I slap him. What?
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 What? What's happening?
Fine.
What's happening? What's
Huh?
you called?
Okay.
Yeah.
What?
Okay. Anyways, hello. Can you hear me? Hello.
Yes, you're right in front of
Okay.
me.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Listen. Anyway, sorry about that. Listen. We must go from here. I got chopped in half for you. That was cool.
I saw that. I thank you from the bottom of my heart, Galdric, is there anything I can do to repay the kindness you've shown me?
Yeah, of course. And I want to take like whatever essence is in like my whatever god essence there is,
Yeah.
you know, essentially.
Yep.
And I'm just gonna kind of like without like you know, very ceremoniously, people like you are
Yeah.
now the mat. I don't want to do that. I just want to like think it's a tennis ball and I just want to like lob it into his chest, like don't let me down.
And I think as you do that, you kind of lob it into him. And as unceremonious as you were, his chest swells and he bellows a roar and blue fire into the sky. And he says, Galdric, for as long as I live, and as long as the seven heavens reign, the name of Galdric Stout and his companions shall never be forgotten.
It's nice to hear, man. Here, you'll also need this. I want to give him back the Holy Avenger.
As you do, it kind of dematerializes, kind of thing. Yeah. Thank you, Galdric. I will live by the example you have set here today, to fight corruption and temptation, and to know that power is not a worthy goal. I shall make sure to protect the innocent and save the helpless, as you have done, Galdric.
See you around, man. I'll miss you.
Thank you.
I look at the rest of the party. We better get out of here.
Yeah.
Out of where?
Out of here. We're going back to the bar, man.
Right.
Oh,
Yeah.
Slump should probably give this back.
And he holds up Antaeus, or Argus rather.
Yeah, Saloon might be kind. No.
Hold on. I gotta do this one more time. I cast light on the pickaxe.
Nice.
Yay!
Yeah, so Slump.
So,
what do you do?
So I imagine like I wanna go to where Saloon is.
So Saloon's not even here. You get the
Right.
feeling the presence of Saloon is the giant full moon in the sky.
Okay, so that's even better, because I want to imagine that like the way I like to imagine this happening is I imagine that the rest of the party is, you know, debriefing and all the rest, and they look off and sort of off into a meadow a little bit, down a little bit of a hill. You can see Slump is sort of running through the fields, running his hands through the bushes and the flowers and stuff like that. And every time he turns, he's looking up at the moon, and you can hear him just saying shit like,
And then I had the hammer. I went, I was swinging it around. It was crazy. And then Teeny Talk came over. We were like, it was a crazy. You would have loved it. It was crazy. It was a crazy one. Pow, pow, pow. And then that bad man came with the sword, and Slump was like, bah, 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 bah. You shall not pass. And he was like, what? And Slump was like, that's copyrighted. Don't repeat that.
and then I think like after Slump like prances around for I don't know 5 or 10 minutes, sort of like retelling his story to the moon.
Yeah.
I like to think that he just sort of stops and stares at the moon for a minute, just like looking up at it, and then I think he would get down on one knee and take the hammer off of his back and sort of hold it up with 2 hands towards the moon.
And I think as you do this, the kind of illusionary visage of Saloon kind of appears before you, and she puts one hand on the hammer, and she kind of puts one hand under your chin and lifts your head up a little bit and kisses you on the forehead and disappears.
Aw. I got one thing I want to do after all that.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, you can tell that the power of the rod of the 4 moons has left your hammer.
Slump looks down at Argus with a very satisfied look, like he just has this deep internal instinct that nothing's wrong.
Yes.
Like everything is just as it should be. And I think he sort of like holds in his hand and holds it up like towards the moon, like to get a good look at it, and satisfies himself that it's the same old hammer he's always had. And then he just sort of goes and puts it back on his belt and sort of just walks back up towards the party.
Yeah.
Nice.
Go ahead, Locke.
Locke walks up to Azar and pulls out Jake's dagger and magic book. And he says, I think this deserves to go back into the grave. Can I trust you with that?
He takes it and he looks up, kind of understanding what you're saying about, Jake being gone. And
then
he looks very solemn, and he does kind of bow his head a little bit.
And then Locke grabs Zillaran's hand and puts it on Azar's and make the most of the second chance. And don't forget this feeling. And then he begins to walk away towards the party.
And again, so Zillaran, kind of the same thing, closes his eyes and nods his head.
Fellows, anything else you want to do here? I hate to leave the place where we're leaving Jake, but I do think we have to go.
Can you take Slump over to the town to see Gerby just one more time?
Oh God! You know
just
what?
One more time, he's not gonna understand.
No, I get it. I get it. Okay, that's fine. Okay.
He's not gonna understand. Just one more time.
Oh my God. Okay, I just have to. Okay, I want to use I don't want to use the planar key. I want to use my wings, and I'll just be like, I'm not using that again, buddy, until we're out of dodge.
Okay, and you want to teleport everyone back to Rena? Yeah. You teleport everybody back to Rena, back to the orphanage where Gerby is staying, and move you guys over there. You guys are kind of at the front of the orphanage, and there's Gerby with so many gumballs, like they are all over, and he's handing them out to other kids.
Oh, what a nice little.
Hey,
Good guy.
hey, little Gerby dog.
Mr. Slump! Hey, Mr. Slump, you want gumball?
Maybe next time, buddy.
That's okay. I got lots of gumballs. I can give you one tomorrow.
Yeah, you give one to Slump tomorrow, okay?
Of course, Mr. Slump. I got so many gumballs, we can't have them all year.
Yeah. Hey, if Slump were to go away for a little bit, you'll always be his friend, right?
Well, yeah, of course we would be friends, but you won't be going that long, will you?
No, Slump will be here tomorrow to get that gumball, okay?
Okay, Mr. Slump, you come back tomorrow. I'll share my gumballs with you.
It's a terrible day for rain.
It's not raining, though.
And make it rain ever so slightly directly over.
And I think Slump would just pat him on the head and turn around and walk away.
Yeah. And he's just happy as a peach, eating too many gumballs, handing them out to kids and adults, kind of handing it to people that don't even really want it. People are walking by and he's like giving them gumballs. Like, oh, thanks.
It's already sticky. Cool.
I was going to say the color's starting to get smeared off.
Yeah, exactly.
It's a little bit warm and pliable.
While we were here, should we get Betty and I'll go back together?
That's not a horrible idea, actually. I'm since we're in the same city, can I message Betty?
You try to message Betty, and she's not there.
Okay, because she already went home. It's fine.
Yeah, you do get the feeling that it's kind of mission accomplished for her, and she's gone back.
All right. Well, now it's she's not here.
Oh, she didn't even say goodbye.
I have a feeling. We'll see
Fucking
her
typical.
This feels weird. I feel like we should really go around and say goodbye to everybody. Like, what about Riceko? Riceko's gotta know. And what about the lolologist?
Well, Slump thinks that now that the pale doggy's gone, that we're probably tipping the balance in this world the longer we stay in.
You're right.
Slump maybe thinks that the DM could give us some more direction as to just how long we should spend here before we go.
The ground trembles and we feel something ominous and a disturbance in the forest. I'm like, okay.
The going time is now, actually.
I'll look at the rest of the party and say, anything else?
No, I feel like those stones are gonna come back into play, but we should probably go.
Trying to think if there's any other things.
Not other than saying goodbye to people that we knew, like Ula and the fucking lolologist and things like that.
Oh shit!
Do you gotta sell your house?
Gerby!
Yeah?
Gerby!
Yeah, what do you want, Mr. Galdric?
Hey, come here.
I'm
I wanna,
right here.
Fiddle around, and I want to fiddle around my pocket looking for keys that I know aren't there, and then I want to look at Locke and be like, give me the fucking keys to my house.
You have the keys.
Yeah, I didn't. I don't have. I look. Do I have the keys? Fuck it. I manifest the keys. I use the planar key. And I manifest my fucking keys.
The earth trembles as you manifest your keys inside your hand. Yeah.
Oh my god. Here, listen. You're like you're. I just remember he's an orphan, right? Hey,
Yeah.
listen. I pointed like where my house is. That's my house. The gigantic house. That's my house.
That's a huge house.
It's yours now.
You mean I can come visit whenever I want?
No. I mean, I'm gonna get a bigger house. So I need someone to take over that house. It's already paid off. It's already good to go. Use it for whatever you want. Open your own orphanage. Help out kids. Give out candy. Whatever you want. It's all yours.
I'm gonna open my own candy store.
You need to learn how to make candy first.
He's like already fucking got the keys, and he's got like a mouthful and a handful of gumballs, and he's just fucking sprinting towards the house.
Okay, well, okay, that's good. Okay, and there's one last thing we obviously have to do. Come on! And I want to start running to wherever the fuck Ula is.
Yeah.
Nice.
Ula's at the top of the Tower of the Healing Hand. Oh, no, yeah, she's at the battlefield.
Wait, God damn it! I wings us back.
She wings back to the battlefield where everyone's kind of...
Oh, God, that takes a lot out of me!
Where is she?
Ula!
As you shout for her, she can hear you, and she comes running through the battlefield. And there she is. Sure, that's good enough. She shows up. She's like, ooh,
We sure did. So, listen, Ula, you were one of our favorites, and we're gonna miss you.
where are you going?
We have to complete our mission, but maybe we'll see each other again.
Of course, woo-woo.
What? Ooh, what?
Of course, woo-woo.
Of course, farewell.
She said,
No. Of course.
She said, of course we will.
Woo-woo.
I think she
course
said,
we will.
of course,
She said-
woo-woo.
She said,
She
of
said-
course, ooh-woo. Yeah, of course, ooh-woo.
Yeah.
No, she said,
Of
of
course.
course we woo. It's a police car.
That's what it is. Yeah, exactly.
Oh, okay. Well, I just wanted to hear your voice one last time. You're one of my favorites. All right. Really, we gotta get out of here.
Please say goodbye to Luvia and Saloon, I guess, also.
Good boo.
Good boo to you.
I can hear Olivia. Shh, quiet for God.
Remember the vow of silence.
Vow of silence. We're
Just
being
off.
quiet for God.
Like off at a rampart that's like just burning down from the bell. Just quiet for God.
Okay.
And I will use the power one last time to get us the fuck out of Dodge.
Oh man.
Unless
Okay.
there's another way we can get out.
No, that's about it. With both keys, with both coins gone, this is basically the only way home. And you manifest the spell that will take you guys home. It will be the last time you ever look at this world, likely. And the way it happens is you kind of lift up into the sky and you become little motes of light, just little specks, and you fly. It takes you up into the air and it takes you through space and time and across realities, and it takes you home. As you lift into the sky, you see the world of the green ink for the last time. Below you, you see the forests and mountains. You see the lakes. You see Rena and Avar and Abov, and you see the free city. And they fade as you cross through the clouds into space. And you see constellations that you've grown to know for a long time now. And you pass by them as you bend reality and step through to new constellations. Or in this case, old ones. These are the stars that you grew up under. These are the suns and moons that have lit your lives. This is where you came from, and now you're back. This is the white ink. It's home, and it's waiting for you. You pass by the planets in your solar system, some that you've traveled to, others that you haven't visited yet. Sucromia, Batrillion, Cowhearth, Ionis. You pass through the chain of fated hope, this massive asteroid belt, and into the Brillin Belt. You step through the portal onto the other side, into the bar, and you're home again. Kirby's there at the bar. He's sitting on a stool, talking to a little potted mushroom with a tinfoil cap. And Arinda's there, and she's laughing and talking with Lou too. And they all stop. And they look up at you guys. And Lou too breaks into a sprint immediately and picks up Locke in a huge hug, lifting him off the ground.
Can Galdric have his arms up like he's expecting the hug? And he just passes by me and I'm like, oh.
And you guys are home again. Welcome home.
Hey, Mr. Lou Dog.
Arinda.
Hey, Jake's dead. How are you, Mr. Lou Dog?
Oh my god.
I was gonna build up to that.
Oh my fuck.
I'll say Slump doesn't say that.
Holy shit.
Mr. Lou Dog.
Yes, Mr. Slump. What's
Hi.
you guys are back, yes? Locke, you're back.
Yes,
You actually did it. I can't believe. I can't. I knew you.
Honey.
I knew you'd do it, but I didn't. I
Honey.
can't believe you're back already.
Honey,
Oh,
it's okay.
Oh,
It's okay.
Oh.
We will explore these feelings
Cool.
later tonight. But right now, we have to secure this key.
I look at Slump with those eyes like, yeah, you know what
Scrabble. We're playing Scrabble, right?
Yeah.
More like Twister, but okay.
you brought the green key.
Yeah, it wasn't that hard.
Well, you're going for quite a while for not being that hard.
It was really hard.
It took a while we had to go to hell first.
You actually went to hell.
It was not nice.
Oh wow. Kirby, you weren't kidding when you said they needed help. And Kirby's just like, he's like sobbing, crying,
Kirby.
snot
Okay, I'm not
mess.
gonna lie. I don't know why it didn't click for me that you said Kirby was there, but when he runs to pick up Locke, I want to do the same to fucking Kirby.
I think as you're like spinning in a big hug kind of thing, he's just fucking bawling. I thought you guys were dead. I was so worried. We're showing up at the bar, and I just, you're back now, and I'm just so happy.
Arenda, do you have the towel?
Arinda
Kirby towel.
It's a long story. We have a protocol for this now.
Arinda reaches under the
shit.
bar and pulls out Kirby's crying towel and just starts dabbing his face.
Oh God! All right, well, let's get this done. That's 2 for 5. Oh my God! How many more do we have?
Oh, yeah.
But you're right. First things first here. Get it locked down.
Okay.
All right, into the chamber we go. And where's the chamber? I've got that somewhere. Nope, that's not it. Listen, it's been a long time. Is it not this?
I have a question while you look for things.
Yeah.
Are we back in our white ink bodies?
Yes, you are.
Okay.
You are all fully returned to the forms that you began the campaign in. Slump, you are no longer wielding Antaeus and Argus. You no longer have hair.
Holy shit.
You are big melted flesh, Slump, in your miner's overalls. Lou, you shrank. You grew a ton of hair, and you are bundled up in scarves. Galdric, you look mostly the same. You just don't have the plate armor on anymore. Just grabbing the people. And Locke, you look also a little bit different. The travel to the other plane changed your garb from what it was to what it became in the ink. So you are now back to much more similar to when you used to tend at the bar.
Yay.
And you guys are in. Oh boy, I really should have just put the. Don't worry, I'm fixing it.
We could just say we're there.
You're there. You're at the.
No, I need to see it.
Just a sec. Don't worry, I'm fixing it. Nope.
That's
don't worry,
when we
fixing it.
started the green ink.
There you go.
No, that's.
Oh, nice. Got
There
it.
you go.
Got it.
Now you're in the chamber.
All right, here we go.
Wow.
I
I go inside the room. The fucking. I go inside the fucking room.
All right, you guys all enter the chamber, and just like I gotta connect all the lines. They're not connected. I'm
Very important.
gonna lose my fucking mind if they're not all connected. Okay, you guys are inside the chamber, and this time, you enter, and Lou says, "All right, so do you got one of those little Vietnamese guys that you put it inside again?" As you look over to the white pedestal, and there's that little completely paralyzed, immobilized, floating building that has the power of the white planar key inside of him. Just
Oh my God. I just imagine the fucking way. Oh my God! I thought he's gonna kill me.
Yes, Master Galdric.
I need another ding.
All right, sending another green ink building down.
Thank you.
Wait, where are you? How did you get? You're not in the green anymore.
No, I'm not in the green anymore. We're kind of like covered. I act like I'm covering the mic. I'm like, what ink is this technically?
This would be the white ink.
This is the white ink technically.
Yes,
this is all still technically the white ink.
Oh well, you mean inside the chamber? Oh
Yeah.
Oh no,
yeah.
we're kind of nowhere.
Okay, so should I have him send down a green or a white ink?
Probably. Well, if it's going to contain the green key, probably a green one.
Yeah, okay. You can send it to my location, and I want to do whatever the fuck it is to transmit like my location. And I want to be like, I need a green one. Send me one of the broken ones from the battlefield. As long as it can stand upright and contain the most powerful thing in the universe, it's fine.
All right. I'll send you the. Well, I mean, he's still got his hang glider, but I'll send him.
Actually better.
Oh,
Yeah.
all right. I'm teleporting in the hang gliding building. Stand by.
Okay.
And sure enough, a little Vietnamese man on a hang glider.
Oh my god! What the fuck?
There he is.
Nice landing.
Hey, big boy.
Hey, listen.
How
So
you doing? You doing okay?
I'm doing okay. Yeah, okay.
You're like, okay, you made a
No, I'm doing good.
Make you a soup right now, okay?
No, you don't need to make me soup. No. What I need you to do.
He
No.
starts like looking at things in the room, like tinkering with like legs on tables and testing them for balance.
What are you doing? No, none of that.
I make better. You want me to make better?
No.
Okay. I make better for
Okay,
you.
no, I have a job for you. I have a job that you need to make better. I have a job that you need to make better. You gotta talk to me a certain way. I have a job that you need to make better. Okay, listen, I need you to take this, and I want to manifest the orb in my hand.
Yep.
If I can. Say, listen, I need you to take this, and I need you to put it right over there. I'm just tricking you.
Yeah,
I need
exactly.
you to take it. I need you to take this inside of that little chamber over there. I need you to take measurements with it.
Oh, okay. No problem, big boy. Get you all the measurement. Don't worry.
Yeah, okay,
big boy.
here you go. I give him the orb. Jesus.
And Bill Ding kind of ticks the orb and walks towards the green pedestal. And as soon as the Bill Ding wielding the orb takes a step on the pedestal, the orb kind of manifests itself into the Bill Ding, who becomes the green planar key, and immediately is kind of paralyzed in a little Bill Ding T-pose, floating above the pedestal. And now there are 2 planar key buildings.
Oh my god.
I'm not
That's
excited
Galdric.
for what the end of the campaign is going to be. Let me just tell you that.
Galdric, what are the ethical ramifications of using these fellows for this purpose? Like, did they really sign up for it? Should we be concerned?
They don't even mind. Do you, Bills?
Make the soup.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, don't worry. No, listen. If you must know, they're fine with it.
I feel like Galdric is to Bill Dings what Willy Wonka was to the Oompa Loompas.
Yes, I think that sounds exactly accurate.
Exactly. Buildings need to unionize.
Don't put that in their head.
We demand more soup.
Among.
Wow.
Okay. You now have secured 2 planar keys. And I think as Lou 2 is kind of looking at these, says, no, I never thought we'd get this far, to be totally honest.
Really? We're not even halfway through.
Well, it's a lot farther than we've ever been before, so this is really something kind of special. I'm pretty impressed that we got 2 of them after thousands and thousands of years of nothing.
Well, you never had me.
I mean, you're not wrong, Mr. Galdric. You're really quite impressive, but Lou, Slump, you're really... I hope you realize just how much work you've put in and how much success you've had compared to all the other people who've tried. Of course, I'd like to say that you really succeeded because of Locke here, but I mean,
No.
you're
Nah,
also...
he didn't do shit.
No.
No, we were definitely in hell. I think it was very important that Locke was there.
Now, I do have to ask, what happened to Jake?
Oh.
Oh,
Well, a couple of things. Yeah, so he passed. He was soul. He was a disembodied soul for a while, and then he got used by Pale Knight as an adversary, basically.
I'm sure he'll be fine.
I'm really concerned about that. His soul seemed kind of
think
destroyed.
he's really dead.
Can you come
Never
back from
seen
his
him
soul
again.
destroyed?
Nah, nope.
Ooh, who's gonna tell
This
Arinda?
is game over for him.
Technically, I mean, technically, the power of a planar key could have done it.
Oh
But I
God,
guess-
that's embarrassing.
Oh,
You just kind of
whoopsie daisy.
decided not to, huh?
Well,
Wait, was Jake? Wait, what happened to Jake?
wait, who?
Oh, Galdric, I have so much bad news
Who's
for
that?
you.
Don't remember a Jake.
Oh
You knew him as
my
Jorp.
god.
It was Jorp. You remember Jorp?
Yeah, Slump's known one or two of those, but okay.
Well, that's a real shame. Orin is not going to be happy about that.
Who?
You know, I wonder if it's just a poor memory thing or if it's just kind of a lack of caring thing. I'll give you the benefit of the doubt, and I'll just say you've got a bad memory.
That's a little column A, a little column B for him.
You know what, Slump? That's very honest. I appreciate that.
Do you think it's time for the box?
You know, I was
Not the
just...
boo boo box.
No,
Yeah, what
not
box?
the box.
Not the boo boo box.
No,
What's in
the
the box,
box.
man? What's in the fucking box?
Well, all right. Well, here's the thing. You've actually kind of got so many items. The box is kind of getting empty.
Oh.
So I thought I'd just kind of hand them out because,
Oh.
well, there's...
No, I want to roll. I want to fuck you over.
Oh, you want to? I mean, if you sure. I mean, hey, there's some pretty useless shit in there if you want to roll for it and see if you...
Give me the good one.
No.
Give me the good stuff.
Go ahead and roll something.
Pick up the planar key again. Give it to me.
I imagine, like, in universe, it's kind of weird. No, I want to roll. What are you talking about? What?
All right. Well, let's get out of the chamber first, because it's best that we don't spend too much time in there. We don't want
Yeah,
prying eyes and all that.
Oh.
Yeah.
Hey, did you see Volos anywhere?
So many, way more than we wanted to. Yeah.
I punched him
Way
in the
more.
face so hard.
Yeah, we punched him at the same time with the same fist.
That's pretty impressive.
Yep.
Try not to piss him off too much because
Oh, that's done.
Yeah, he's
Okay.
very angry.
Yeah, hard to make him any angrier at us.
that's going to be a problem because I mean, he's still a planar key and you're not anymore. So that's
True.
just be careful. I don't even know why you're still alive. I mean, let's just face it. If he wanted to just kill you, he'd just killed you, right?
You know what? 1 second. Can I turn on my Inco vision and see if if there's any red bolos around?
Yeah, as you look around, no, he's not here.
Okay, no, yeah, he's at 5.
Yeah, so, I mean, you'd think he'd just kill you. As the power of a planar key, if he sees you, you'd think he'd just kill you, right?
Well, that's suspicious. Do you think he maybe has some sort of greater plan?
Well, I'm not sure, but you're still alive, and he could make that not true if he wanted.
I think he maybe wants us, because I think he wants us to do the gathering and then he'll just take it from us. I think that's what he wants.
Well, the green ink also revealed some very, very enlightening things.
Oh, like what?
Well, you know those things that like to pry eyes when we use the coins too much?
Yes.
They have a name,
Oh, please.
and all of what the party has learned here is making me think that he's one of them.
Oh.
You think that he's one of...
Yes.
Oh, that's bad. Oh, that's
How bad?
really not... Oh, that's... Well,
How did he get to be a key?
that's a good question.
A
That's-
story for another time.
This is a real problem. If he's one of the things that's been...
Oh, Oberonth, by the way.
Oberith. Huh. That's... Well, now that we know what they are, I'll try to reach my contacts and see if I can't find out more about these Oberith things, or what other people might call them. That's really bad.
We'll leave you some notes, yeah, with everything we've learned so far.
Please do. I would greatly appreciate that. Oberith. And he's one of them. Boy. That's, well, alright. Well, thank you for that information. That sucks, basically.
Locke,
Yeah.
do you think he got kind of caught up in Pale Knight, the Oberith who was plaguing the green ink. Do you think that would have been possible if he was the same sort of being as her?
Oh,
okay.
100%.
Oh, yeah?
You guys weaken, the party weakens Pale Knight, and Volleydog comes in on the coattails.
Yeah, that is true. But that also happened in the White Ink with Kerr.
It seems like he can't directly affect, but the moment and this is why I think, one of the reasons why I think he's the O-word is he waits for an opportunity that benefits him every time. It's very little where he actually interacts unless it serves his purpose.
I wonder if his name isn't really Volleydog. That's
Why are you guys saying Volleydog instead of Volos?
It's a habit, honey. It's a habit.
Oh, it's just he's such a scary guy. It kind of takes the punch out of him when you call him Volleydog.
Exactly.
That's
Also, he
nice,
seems to
yeah.
kind of
Yep.
apparate, appear when his name is said.
Oh,
The situation that they were in the Green Ink is if they just uttered his name, he would show up.
boy,
Did that
sucks.
not happen here? I've been so nervous.
Oh, there's no way he could find us here. Don't worry about that.
He was here the last time we were here, though. Remember?
Oh, we've done some renovating since then.
Oh,
Don't worry.
Okay.
There's no way he could find us now.
I feel like he could find us.
I do feel like that too.
That's, it's pretty bold for the amount of fuck-ups you've had.
Ah, well.
All right, we haven't had that many fuck ups.
There's a few fuck-ups,
We've got two of the keys, all right, and he's just one. He hasn't even got one other than the one he's got, stuck inside him.
Well, yeah,
Good
true.
call. Good call.
That's true, yeah.
But do you want some items?
Yep.
Yes.
Oh, sure.
All right. So,
We want free shit. What the fuck's
well, I don't know. Sometimes people can't keep track of their inventories and they don't want any more.
Not us.
I
Yeah?
look at all the items I never use.
I was just going to say, why don't you take stock of the items you've never used before?
Can I trade them in for more useful items?
Whoa.
Yeah, so just on that, Mr. Galdric, here's it's called Spider Person's Web Shooter.
Oh, God.
I already have one of those. I touched my weenus.
Well, this one can shoot up to 50 feet.
Okay, it's a little bit short than I'm used to, but I'll count.
And it's literally like a little pad with a tube to a little cylinder, and it's just straight up lets you do Spider-Man shit, and it has enough liquid to basically shoot 50 feet of webbing.
Okay.
So you got a Spider-Man tube.
Worth.
Uh,
Oh no! What ink are we going to next?
And then he goes up to you, Lou, and he says, "All right, now, Lou, this one's a little bit weird,
Okay.
but I think in the right time it could be pretty useful. It's it's a little pocket watch. It's called the clock of 3 seconds from now, and you'll notice that it's always 3 seconds ahead.
Okay.
If you want, you can smash it, and then you can kind of do an extra turn if that's how you want to measure life. In turns, you get an extra one.
So, could I just get those 3 seconds back regardless? Like, it doesn't have to be, say, in a time when I'm doing like an action and then another person does an action,
Oh no,
like a
basically,
turn?
if you ever want to do a little bit more, you can smash this and do a little bit, approximately 3 seconds worth of stuff.
Okay. Thank you very much.
No problem. Now, here, now, Slump, this one's kind of tricky,
Okay.
but I think you're smart enough to use it. It's a knife.
Ah, now we're talking.
Yeah. You stab this into somebody,
Uh-huh.
and all the red water inside of them starts to come out.
Okay.
And then they die.
It just sounds like literally every fucking
Oh,
knife.
it's just a knife.
Made.
Yeah. It's right at your skill level, Slump. It's approximately exactly matched with the IQ that I believe you've got.
Well, you know what? That's great, because Slump has a gift for you, too.
And I think he sort of like look around the bar for a minute, and then he'd go and pick up a trash can and put it in his hands.
Matches your personality.
All right. Well, I was just having a bit. No, I was having. It's called the knife of duplication.
Oh, sorry.
Slump just throws the garbage can behind him.
Go ahead.
So you cut yourself.
Okay.
Oh,
In half.
God.
Right?
Oh.
It's going to take some work. It's going to take some.
God.
It's going to hurt. All right?
Oh.
So you kind of
This
saw
sounds
yourself
pretty
in
bad
half,
so far.
right?
Okay.
And then you're dead and fuck you.
Wow!
No,
You shouldn't have
might
given
be
him that
missing
trash
part
can.
here.
No, I'm just kidding. You do have to cut yourself just a little bit. It will hurt,
Okay.
but probably not that much.
Oh, bro, still sounds shitty. Okay.
Then there'll be another slump.
Okay.
I look at him with like the please not like this face.
And then there's basically two of you to do whatever you wanted to do for, about a minute.
And only one time, and then bye-bye?
That's right. But if ever you thought, for this one moment, 2 slumps would be better than 1, you get 2 slumps. So,
Okay.
there you go. That's pretty good.
Yeah, sure. Slump likes that. Thank you.
Ah, no problem, no problem. Now, Locke. Well, I thought I'd give you the drop of narrative ink.
Why?
Well, you've got a pretty good idea of what's at stake here and what we're working towards. I figured if anyone had to manifest reality, you'd have the most information to be working with. So I think this drop of narrative ink is for you.
I thought you were going to give me the jar of bees.
Well, I thought about it, but I mean, really, I plan to give that to Galdric next time.
Oh.
What? Not the bees.
I mean, we can.
Get it?
We can. All right. All right.
Cage
It was
Nicholas.
funny.
Oh, it's pretty funny. Oh, that's a pretty good one. Anyways,
Okay.
Locke, you don't have to use this, right now if you don't want. But you've got it when you need it. It's, for those of you who don't know. This is a feathered quill with a single drop of black ink on it. Just enough ink to write 3 words. Whatever you write will happen. And
I put my hands up. Gimme!
Now you have to be careful because the black ink is the most poorly understood of all the inks.
It's an ink. Whoa.
Yes. It's not there's no plane of black ink. This is something that is all virtually not understood at all. But if you write something with this ink, it exists. So be very, very careful what 3 words you choose to write.
It exists. It just exists no matter what.
Just exists no matter
I
what.
slowly turn and look at my head. Could have used that about a year ago.
But you've got to be careful. 3 words. If you don't write exactly what you want to have happen, it might happen in a way that you never expected.
I'm like counting bowl of noodles in my hand.
Yeah, Lou.
Yeah. Yes, Lou.
What's the stance of the quill on compound, words? Like a hyphen sort of thing? Is that 1 word? Is that 2 words?
It kind of comes down to how cheesy you're trying to be.
Ah.
Basically.
Okay.
If the great creator of all things and all existence is not really happy with what you're trying to do, it probably won't work.
Got it.
What if it's something harmless? You're probably okay. Well, that's the items. Now, I'm sure you're all wondering where you'll be going next.
Probably a vacation, right? I mean, we should really rest.
What about there was a place that a big angry dragon took us, and it was nice. There was hills and stuff.
There were. It was that was a great place.
Very pleasant.
Oh. Yeah, you won't be going back there. You'll be going to, well, you'll have to be going to the Blue Ink next.
Oh, the blue. What do we know about the blue ink again?
Well, there's a lot of pirates there.
A lot of water.
Oh,
A lot of water there.
Galdric is grinning from ear to ear.
Well, you see, here's how I see it. So, right now, I'm still able to keep Volos from getting into the gold ink, so that one's still pretty much locked down.
Ah.
And the red ink, well, Volos is there, so that's probably not where we want to be heading next, right?
Yep. Nope. No,
So
thank you.
blue is kind of the next. That just kind of makes sense, right?
Yeah, that does follow.
Yeah.
so-
Okay.
Yeah, we'll be heading to the. Well, you'll be heading to the blue ink. It does mean another. It does mean another kind of power wipe. You'll all be weak as kittens and all that stuff. But I have to warn you, if you pissed off Volos, he's going to be coming for you pretty hard. So be very, very careful. This is his last chance. He's already got red, and he can't get gold. This is his last chance to get 2 keys and be 1 up on the power scale. So just be really, really careful. I can tell you a little bit more about the blue ink. It's, well, where you'll be going is largely water with a couple islands. Very, very few large land masses. Most of the civilizations there live on small islands and kind of ferry about to ensure they've got all the goods they need. Pirates, storms, ocean creatures are kind of the biggest concerns. Not much is known about this plane. I've done a little bit of digging, but not many conversationalists over there that I found. Let's see, what else? The planar key. I know it's not a human, whatever it is. It's, I don't know if, I have no idea what it is. It definitely exists. Never found it myself while looking, but it's definitely not a human.
Is it a big sort of sea creature? Is it a sea creature, do you think?
It might be. I have no idea. I've never
I bet
found
it's
it or
a sea
anything.
creature, everybody.
It's
it's a big squid. It's a big squid, I think.
It's a kraken. I've met it. It's a kraken.
That would
It's
be.
gotta be a kraken.
I mean, that would make sense. It is a giant pirate plane, so I guess get ready to fight a kraken.
That's a bummer.
Yeah, it'll be a kraken that you can't reason with, and it'll just be wielding the powers of the blue planar key. So, prepare for that, whatever that means. Yeah. Oh, it's going to be bad.
You got anything in that box that lets us talk to animals or something? Because
I've got a jar of oxygen you can breathe in.
that would also be good.
You can probably cast spells that'll let you do that too, though.
Oh yeah, if we are not, just a couple of toddlers over there in this new ink.
I mean, that's right. That is true. That's true. Well, listen, when you get there, I suggest you spend your time learning about the world first. Make some friends and allies. Build kind of a foundation of people that you can trust. Gather information about legendary creatures, probably a kraken. I kind of think you're probably on the right track with that one. And get any folklore about legendary creatures and see if you can find this giant planar key. That'll be basically it.
That sounds easy enough.
I mean,
Easy enough.
I really think just kind of, it's mercenaries, right? They're all pirates and mercenaries and swords for hire. So just make some money and hire them and go hunt down whatever this creature is. Easy as that, right? Shouldn't be that hard.
What is that?
You say that.
I know it'll be tough, but I mean, I do think probably allies and people and fleets and navies and cutthroats are probably your best bet.
Well, let me tell you what.
Yeah.
You guys are going to love this place.
Oh, have you been? Do you know what to expect?
I want to pull out my flintlock pistol. 'Cause
Yes.
Now that we're back in this realm, it's the flintlock
It
again.
sure is.
I want to say, where do you think this is from?
Oh my gosh! Do you know? Wait, is this going to be a good thing or a bad thing? Are they mad at you there?
I'm gonna leave that one open for the DM because I think that could be fun.
Do you have a reputation?
Yeah, are we gonna have to change your face or something?
No, I would never.
Change your face or have a bad reputation.
Yes.
Well, I mean, whenever you want, I can make a little portal for you to go through.
Well, let's rest at least and have some, noodles and drinks.
All
and
right,
say
no,
hello.
that makes sense. That makes
We gotta
sense.
give
yeah.
Arinda the really
Of
bad
course.
news. Also,
I
it hurt
have-
Kirby's feelings that we just left. Sorry, go ahead.
Right. I have to fulfill a promise though.
Oh, all right.
Galdric,
What? Yeah.
can you stick your arms out as big as you can?
Okay, I do it.
And Locke snaps his fingers and is the biggest fucking mukbang bowl that he can create.
I don't say thank you without my mouth being full.
Oh man. Okay, yeah. Tell me a little bit about how you guys spend your evening and your rest and your night of recovery.
I kind of want to start here.
Yeah, please do.
So Locke would revert into bartender mode and just see if anybody wants anything, so he can like create, make drinks, stuff like that, and like fulfill everyone when it comes to like food and drink and rest. Maybe even show the party like the new rooms that they've created in the bar for them. Like they all have their own personal room,
That's right.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh.
like well furnished, kind of homey, like kind of like the back in the Green Ink, but yeah, they kind of went to town. And then once everybody is good, I think Locke says, "So is everyone good for the evening?"
Yeah, thank you so much.
Milk.
One milk.
One milk.
One milk for the road.
Oh yeah, and someone came to say hi, and he pulls out Kevin.
Kevin, where have you been? You're all dirty. What happened to you? Were you playing with the other birds? Were they nice to you? Did you have a fun time? It's okay. You're going to be safe now. Slump's gonna
So he hands him the milk, and Kevin, I guess he walks off with both, and is like, "Anyone else?"
I'm still slurping on my bowl.
Okay.
You've done
Well,
so much. Thank you.
of course, anytime, Lou. Well, if everyone's done, and then you see something kind of uncharacteristic of Locke, and he like briskly walks up to Lou too, and Fireman picks him up and then and starts carrying him away. It's like, "We're gonna go play Scrabble."
I want to play Scrabble, and I want to start to join in the walk.
No, Galdric, no, don't do that.
It sounds like they're jumping on the bed.
They're wrestling.
There we go. Everyone has their rooms labeled now. You guys are here, right? I moved you guys to this.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Thank God. Okay. Who else? Who's next?
I would like to talk to Arinda and hang out with her.
Yeah. You guys are sitting at the bar, or are you guys sitting at a table?
Yeah, a table.
Okay. Yeah. You guys are sitting at a table. I think actually. Hold on. Oh God. Hold on. There's different music for here. There's different music for here. Doop, zip, bap. There we go.
Yay!
There we
Bar.
go. Yeah, you're at the bar. Some lounge jazz playing. Okay, you guys are sitting at the table.
Arinda, I wanted to tell you personally, Well, you might have noticed that Jake didn't come back with us.
I want Slump to point towards Locke's room and go,
He shot him in the fucking face.
Oh my god.
Shot him right in the face. Slump showed it no and everything, and yep.
Slump did show, no, that's true. There were mitigating circumstances, but that is what happened, yeah. I mean, but he was kind of dead first before that happened.
Yeah, we let him die twice. Well, we let him die once, and then we killed him once.
I mean, the first time we were also dead. Really?
True, that is true.
Wow, it really sounds like you guys had a rough time in there.
It was very difficult in a lot of ways, yes.
Wow. Well,
Are you not,
I'm sad. I thought he was a good man, but he was conflicted. He seemed to be going through a lot of stuff, and well, he kind of came back that one time and was totally changed, and it almost seemed like a clean slate, like maybe we could start again kind of thing. But to be fair, the Jake that I fell in love with, he left one time and he never came back a long time ago. So I guess this is more of the same.
I just pat her hand.
Yeah.
Yeah, well,
He did a wonderful thing. He really helped us.
and I mean, to be fair, you said that like you died and you came back, right?
Yeah.
So you never know.
Yeah, I don't know how things work over there. Totally. The whole place seems like made of magic. So.
What? Let me tell you this much. I actually don't really care how he died.
Okay.
How did he live?
Okay.
Oh my gosh. Well, one of the last things he did was he set up an entire school for magic, witches and wizards and such, mages, warlocks, other sort of magic flingers. Yeah, a whole school of them.
That sounds like Jake. Ever since he kind of dropped the mechanic thing and started doing the magic stuff, he was all about learning, and that makes sense that he'd start teaching other people about it.
He also made an evil demon horse bus, which actually became like a really evil god.
Yeah, it was
Arguably
really
that was
serious
the major
problem.
achievement. That's true. Yeah, for sure.
That wasn't an achievement. I'm still not happy
It was
about
pretty
it.
problematic there for a while. Things were not great.
All right, so he built something that was kind of a nightmare. I mean, that sounds like Jake too.
It does, doesn't it?
Yeah, yep.
Literally built racing hover bikes that were just death machines. So if you're telling me he made some sort of death machine horse, that sounds right about his alley.
That's exactly what it was, actually. Yeah.
And that's great. Well, I'm sorry he's dead. I don't know if he's really dead. To be fair, let's be honest here. Death seems to be kind of a passing thing for you guys.
It's a bit, wibbly wobbly for sure.
I don't know. I'm not convinced that I've seen the last of him. Let's just put it that way.
Well, good.
It sounds like he did a real good job while he was there.
He did.
He did.
Hey, Lou, thanks.
Hey, Arinda. No problem. Sorry about the bad news, but, life goes on.
Yeah, life goes on, and I think I'll keep my hopes up.
That's right.
That was really the only thing I wanted to do, was just let her know.
Yeah.
I'm like prepping my flintlock very lovingly.
Slump?
I'm trying to think of what, if anything, Slump would want to get done before proceeding. I wonder. I think Slump would sit alone in his room and see if he could in any way communicate with Saloon.
Yeah, so as you sit in your room and you pray and you think and you concentrate on Saloon, let's see. Roll a d20. Just roll a d20.
I'm super
Well-
interested in this one. Oh no!
Oh God.
Slump shits his pants.
I was just gonna say, Slump concentrates really hard and meditates, sits down on his bed and gets himself into a calm state and thinks,
Hello, Stacy? Stacy? Or was it Stephanie? Fuck. Sarah? Shit.
I think with a natural one, boy, it's not good, right?
not great.
But I will say, you do sit on your bed and you find this very, very, very calm place. And I think it actually needs a music change. I think you are sitting on your bed and you find this calm space in your mind, which for Slump is unusual. Slump was had a little bit more of kind of a grasp on his faculties in the green ink than the white ink. And I think when you came back with a lot more of green ink Slump in you. You look like white ink Slump, right? But you feel like green ink Slump.
Sure.
Something happened there that I think really kind of changed the way that Slump lives his life. I think in the white ink, there was confusion. This is where you changed, right? Where you went from being the miner to being the monster.
Sure.
And life here in the white ink was challenging. And when you went to the green ink, you found purpose and you found purposes. Like you found multiple reasons to do things. You did things with and for Gerby. You did things with and for Saloon. You found many purposes that gave you this kind of quiet and calm and a sense of meaning. And I think when you go to the white ink, a lot of people feel like they went home, right? This is where they grew up. But Slump, you did a lot of your living as what you are now in the green ink. That was almost your home there.
Yeah, it's where Slump grew up, kind of.
It's where Slump grew up, kind of. And I think as wonderful as it is to be back here with Kirby and Lou 2 and all that, I think you do kind of feel this sense of loss when you came back. You can't hear or feel Saloon here. You know that you can't go and see Gerby. And there's this kind of melancholy about where you've gone. And I think as you're sitting here having this kind of, it's almost like an ennui, like it's this existential kind of sadness.
Yeah.
I think you almost feel a connection back to the green ink. It's not a connection. There's nothing for you to do with it, but you feel something. You feel some sort of a connection beyond where you are.
Sure.
And I think that's what happens.
Yeah. I think Slump would just sort of sit in that space for the rest of the night.
Yeah. And eventually sleep takes you. And I think unless anybody has anything else they'd like to do over the night, the next morning comes. And you all wake up in your beautiful beds. And is there anything you guys would like to do before you head off into the next ink?
Oh my gosh.
Not that I can think of. No, I think Slump is ready to embrace the next adventure.
Do we all know how to swim? This is important.
Slump might need a couple lessons.
Okay.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
I think
I do want to point out that before you guys left for the green ink, you did leave a lot of inventory items, and I don't know if you have it listed, but you might want to pull something out if if you stored it here before you left.
Oh yeah.
Although they won't if you stored it here, it's like, again, you're going through the portal and it won't make it. Yeah.
It was the stuff that couldn't make it.
Exactly.
okay.
I'm gonna see that. I'll bring the pocket watch. I think maybe it'll.
Oh, the items you get from the box are good to go. Yeah, those always make it with you.
Excellent. I got it.
It was basically the white ink items you had accumulated didn't come with you. Just like the green ink ones, when you came back here, all the green ink stuff you had didn't come with you. Like Slumps, Antaeus, and Argus kind of thing.
Yeah.
Oh no. So then so I had those goggles from the elf elder, so that's probably gone. I'm gonna delete it.
Which goggles? Oh, those are actually those are magic box goggles.
Really? It says a gift from Lynx the elf elder.
Oh no, I'm just saying those are magic box items.
Oh, rad.
Yeah. So those
What's
definitely
up?
stick. Yeah. But those amulets that you had that made you harder to track, those are gone.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Yeah. Nice.
And the horn for the Iron Maidens, is that still gonna work?
Also gone.
No.
I'm leaving the campaign, guys.
That's
I'm
it.
See you guys later.
Fair enough.
Wait, no, Venalis, come back!
Oh, see you guys later. I want the Iron Maidens.
Yeah. Anything else?
That's all I can think of, really.
All right, guys.
Kirby, we're going away for a bit, but don't be worried.
All right, you guys can come back, right?
Oh yeah.
Okay. Meet you at the noodle shop?
Of course.
Always.
Okay, good. Okay.
And I think Locke looks at Lou and it's like, hold down the fort, and if you know who comes knocking, kick his ass.
Oh, I always will. Always. And you had better be safe over there, and you better come back, all right?
I'll do my best.
All right.
Gives him a peck on the forehead.
And he brings you guys into the chamber. And he pulls out a prime ink coin. He says, remember, it's not going to make a big portal, so you're going to have to be quick getting through it. And it'll close up behind you. I'm going to have to make sure this, we only use the bare minimum required because we don't want any more of those Oberith come poking around. So, I'll open the portal and you step through. And he puts his thumb on the ink, pushes it down through the air, creates that pearlescent sheen, and a thin blue portal opens up. And,
Oh, I forgot my book on my bed. Hang on 1 second.
and you guys
Just kidding.
step through the portal into the blue ink. You guys officially begin the third arc of the campaign.
Holy shit.
Man.
You step through the portal, this thin blue portal that leads to somewhere new, somewhere dangerous, somewhere that is absolutely, completely unknown. And as you step through, your vision goes white and you fall unconscious. And some amount of time passes, you don't know how much. Until, on the other side, you wake up. You find yourselves lying on a sandy beach. You open your eyes, and you see a beautiful open blue sky with a few seabirds flying overhead. You hear the sound of ocean water gently breaking on the shore nearby. And you feel the warm sand on your backs and on the palms of your hands. You feel an ocean-cooled, warm breeze gently blow over you as this new world greets you with all of its glory. As you sit up, you look down the soft sandy beach into the ocean proper, and you see an expanse of pure blue water that you have never seen before. It goes forever in all directions. The water near you is calm, but further out, you see churning ocean waters. Further out, you can see the danger of the open waters, a glimpse of the trials that you will likely have to face as you continue your mission. Far in the distance, you can see dark clouds. You can see a storm breaking over the clear ocean. Lightning stabbing down. You see torrential rain pouring into the ocean. And somewhere in all that darkness, you see small lights. Small lantern lights of a boat. Then, in some direction that you're not looking, you hear something. And at first, you think it's thunder. But then you look, and you realize that it's not thunder, it is cannon fire. You turn to your left, and out in the open, clear waters, you see two objects. Two massive ships. Galleons made of wood and iron, and they are in open conflict. One is flying the black sails of a pirate. The other has some sort of decoration on their sails. You hear the voices of men and women shouting, and the faint clang of steel. You see people swinging on ropes, one ship to another. You see people die. You see fire and water, and you see death. This new world welcomes you with all of its glory and all of its danger. And that's when you turn around and you see that this place that you are on, this island, is covered in dense jungle. Inside the jungle are mysterious sounds and trees that you do not recognize, insects you've never seen, fruits of strange shapes, and an air of mystery. This jungle is not an ordinary jungle. It twists in your vision as you look at it. It almost seems to change and morph the longer you look at it. This new world does indeed welcome you, with all of its glory, all of its danger, and its mystery. This is the Blue Ink. Welcome to Arc 3.
Holy shit.
Holy shit!
This is going to be Galdric's chance to fucking shine, and I can't wait.
So,
when this is happening, I think it's kind of obvious that Galdric is just grinning from ear to ear like he's home.
yes,
Yes.
absolutely. Galdric, this was one of your crowning missions. This is up on your wall in your hallway. When you go and you get equipped for missions, this one is one of your crowning achievements. You have been here. It is one of your greatest successes. Now, when you guys step through that portal onto this beautiful, there's a dog out in the jungle.
Beach dog.
Shut up! I'm sick of your shit!
Sea dog.
Yeah.
As you guys are kind of coming to on this sandy shore, you notice that just like how you changed when you went through the portal from white to green, when you went from white to blue, again, there was a change. You lost all of your power, and the rules here seem a little bit different. As we played D&D 5e modified for the green ink, we will be using a new rule system for the blue ink. We will be using a system called Dungeon World. It's based on the Powered by the Apocalypse system. It's the same fundamental system as we used with Monster of the Week. This one, though, is like a beautiful blending of D&D 5e with Monster of the Week. It's got the far simplified math and rules of Monster of the Week, but it's got the depth and levels and spells and intricacies of play that exist in 5e. So it should be very easy to play with enough depth that after 2 episodes you guys aren't max level and I'm having to fucking invent shit for you guys to play. So this should be a really, 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 really good system. I did send everyone the character sheets on Discord for us to take a look at. And I thought maybe for the last couple minutes, we don't have enough time to make everybody's character, but basically everyone is super, super, super busy. And I'm sure no one had the time to open up a character sheet and fill everything out and make all the choices. So what we're going to do now for the last couple minutes is why don't we go through a little bit of what you guys have kind of decided on, what class you've played. We can go over a couple things on the character sheet. And then next time, we're going to build the characters kind of on stream. If you have any time to fill stuff out ahead of time, definitely do that. Come as prepared as you want to be. But basically, you guys are going to be making your characters on stream. So think a little bit about what you want to look like, how you want your characters to change. But for anyone who has picked, I know Kaylee's picked a couple things. So Kaylee, why don't you tell us what you chose?
Well, I was thinking, especially after the whole experience with Ogma, in the library and everything, when we got that kind of final guidance, I was still drawn to being a cleric. So I'd like to keep going with this new sort of cleric.
Yes, perfect. Excellent. Okay, so you're going to play the cleric. We'll come up, I mean, the name is probably just still Lou.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I'll keep an ear out for the types of last names they have here so I can blend in with the name type.
Okay, perfect. So we'll go over some of the details later, but this is kind of cool. So the deity, you kind of pick some of the actual aspects of your deity, whether you want it to be like healing and restoration, or if you want bloody conquest or knowledge and hidden things. And then it's kind of interesting the way casting spells goes in the Dungeon World system. It's kind of like you use a spell slot when you cast a spell. Unless you roll a full success, then you don't use the spell slot.
Oh, cool.
It's kind of fucking cool. I've watched a couple hours of tutorials on YouTube videos, but I still need to read through the guide itself. So I know a couple things, but not all the things. But that's one thing that's kind of cool. You still have turn undead, so you still got that stuff. And then as you level up, you're going to get advanced moves. And you guys can level up all the way to... I think you can level up. I thought you could level up to 20, but it might just be maybe level 10. But that's that. Either way, it'll still kind of work out. We can add some more stuff on top if we want. You guys can multi-class, I guess, or something.
And even if we leveled up once per week, that's still 2.5 months.
Yeah, exactly. So that it'll be. We'll have lots of time to take what we like and lose what we don't like. Because there's a couple rules that I'm not a big fan of. One of the things for like cleric is to get your spells back, you need to do commune. And when you do that, you lose all the spells that you have and get new ones. And it's just like recycling. Like it's a one cast for every spell kind of thing, which kind of sucks. So I'm going to throw out some of the rules.
Yeah. Okay.
That's not super fun. So we'll be throwing that out. But yeah, is there anything else that you were kind of thinking of that you liked on the cleric sheet, Kaylee?
Well, I think I wanted to keep it really as much of Ogma as can be. I'd love to see what the Ogma equivalent is here. So I definitely, for the deity, would want to pick knowledge and hidden things. But that's pretty much where I got to. Yeah.
Awesome. Okay, that's perfect. Again, we don't have too much time left in the episode, so we're not going to go over all the character decisions, but that's cool. You're going to kind of keep with cleric and try to keep with kind of an Ogma-ish kind of feel.
Yeah.
Awesome. And Slump, I know you had said that you'd picked Barbarian, right?
Absolutely. Yep.
All right, so let's just open that up. Barbarian. Whoa. Now this is interesting. Full plate and packing steel. Again, I have not had a chance to read over all these character things. Now this is kind of a cool. This is a. You get to pick.
Well, I was honestly looking at the unencumbered and unharmed because Slump doesn't usually wear armor.
That's exactly, and that's standard Barbarian is to not wear armor, and that makes you better.
Exactly.
So that's cool. That gives you +1 armor. Also, the way armor works in the system is really cool. You never lose armor. Armor reduces from the damage you take. So if I deal 5 damage to you, but you have 2 armor, you only take 3 damage.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Which is really cool. Then enemies need piercing to bypass your armor. So if they do 5 piercing damage, then you take 5 no matter what.
I see.
So that's where that kind of armor comes in, which is a really cool effect.
Nice.
Herculean appetite. Wow, this really is just fucking Slump, huh?
I love it, dude. That's exactly why. As soon as I saw that, and there's more options about like when I'm in combat. One of the things that I loved was that if I can choose to either take damage or negate the damage entirely to instead have indestructible hunger, where I take -1 every single turn, like indefinitely. Until I satiate one of my 2 appetites.
That's so fucking cool, man.
That's pretty fucking cool, man. I'm really excited to flesh this out a bit more.
I'm really looking forward to this system. This is a really, really, really cool fucking system. Dungeon World looks amazing. I've watched hours of gameplay now, and it seems perfect for us. It'll be super simple to play. The character sheets are really nice and basic compared to the D&D fucking spider web of fucking spells and shit. So I think that's going to be really, really nice. These should be nice and easy to use, and we'll only do a little bit of trimming. So fucking awesome. I'm so pumped about this Herculean appetite thing. Holy shit, that's perfect.
Yes.
Locke, what had you thought? Have you had a chance to look at him?
Just go to Galdric real quick.
Okay, Galdric. What you wanted Paladin, right? Oh, is he dealing with the dogs?
Galdric?
No, I'm here. I didn't realize. Okay, so I fucking was talking. I didn't realize I muted my Go XLR when the dogs were barking. So I'm in here like, Paladin! Paladin! Hello? No, I'm not dealing with the dogs!
Okay, awesome. So yeah, you were doing Paladin, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Have you read anything about that?
I read a little bit of it. Yeah.
Yeah, so this is interesting.
Let me pull it. I downloaded it. Hold on, let me pull it.
Yeah.
Fuck it. I'm just looking on your screen.
Yeah. So there's a quest. When you dedicate yourself to a mission through prayer and ritual cleansing, state what you set out to do. Slay X, a great blight on the land, defend X from inequities that beset them, discover the truth of X.
Yep.
Dude.
Yeah,
that's fucking
the
cool.
Quest, and then the choose 2 one. Yeah, I saw that like invulnerability 2. I just grinned and I'm like,
oh my god!
What if I put damage?
Oh my god, this is so fucking cool. I love these characters. Those boons are awesome.
I can't wait to really get excited to the really attached to the system, and then we change arcs again, and you make me die inside.
Yeah, I know, right? I know. I mean, we're still just kind of we're still feeling around. If we find a system that is flawless, we might just stick with it. But like with 5e, we eventually had 2 different character sheets that people were using and all that shit. Like it got too complicated. If we'd been doing standard 5e, maybe we would have stuck with it. But it's too much math, right? So
no, I get it.
Well, when we find a system that we basically just fucking use, we might stick with it. But until then, we're going to range find. And this seems like the next step forward for us. Look at this. I am the law for Paladin. When you give an NPC an order based on your divine authority, roll charisma. On a 7+, choose 1. Do what you say, back away cautiously, then flee or attack you. You get to choose one.
Oh my god.
On a 10+, you also take +1 forward, so +1 ongoing. On a miss. Okay, that's cool. That's cool. You have like divine authority. That is super cool. Okay, this is fucking fantastic. Okay, Paladin for Galdric. Excellent. Locke, any ideas?
I've narrowed it down to 5, but
Nice.
What do you, I mean, we can talk it out. What are you interested in? What are you thinking of?
well, because so I've only ever played Locke in the last
Yeah.
end of the green ink.
Yeah.
So he feels magic-y, but he also does physical stuff. So it's
Yeah.
I've kind of narrowed it down to Immolator, which is just fire-based mage,
Yep.
wizard, but I'm kind of iffy about that.
Yep.
Druid, and I thought basically I chose all these because I was like, oh, that would be cool.
Yeah.
So I've narrowed it down to Immolator, wizard, druid, thief, and bard.
Interesting. Wow.
Immolator is like, I like the idea of like Galdric giving the order to fire, and the Immolator just snaps his fingers, and all the cannons catch fire at once, fire in a salvo, something like that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wizard just seems useful, like it's very utilitarian.
Yep.
Druid is, come on, you've seen druids in every freaking game.
Yeah.
It's always they're always good at something.
Yeah, absolutely.
Thief would allow me to explore the kind of like the charismatic.
Oh, did we lose him?
Oh, we might have lost him. Oh,
Wait, am I here?
oh, there we
Nope,
go.
there we
We
go.
got you.
Oh shit, where'd you
Oh no,
last
just
hear me?
you wanted to explore the charismatic side of him. I think you were gonna say.
Oh, I said thief would allow me to explore. I feel the charismatic, possibly manipulative side of like Locke's like silver tongue, if that's possible.
Yeah.
But I also feel that Bard would do that.
Yes, I was gonna say
So,
Bard is very much like that.
I really just don't know, because I also want to I want to have fun, but I also want to be useful to the party, that type of thing. So I want to synergize with the party. And right now we have a paladin, a barbarian, and so we have a tank, we have attack, we have healer. So it's basically right now I could be anything.
Yeah, exactly.
That
It's
is
wide
hard,
open.
yeah.
Anything you friggin' want, man. Well, that's super fucking cool. Definitely, read through them. Think about how you want to play Locke. I think literally every single one of those options could 100% fit Locke, and it just comes down to how you want to play it. So that's fucking cool as hell, guys. I think we're gonna call it there.
Fuck yeah,
You
man.
guys have-
I can't
We
wait.
did it.
Officially finished Arc 2. You vanquished Pale Knight. You obtained the green planar key, returned it to the bar. You saved Betty. You fucking KO'd Volos. Dude, you guys did it.
I'm really worried about Gerby for tomorrow.
All right.
You gave Gerby a whole bunch of false hope, so he felt real good at one point. Probably gonna fall pretty hard the next day.
He has his gumballs. He'll be okay. He'll bounce
Exactly.
back.
He's got a new house and gumballs.
He'll eat his emotions. He'll eat his
exactly.
emotions.
Guys, thank you so much. That is 2 arcs complete, guys.
So fucking sick.
Holy shit. And just you guys fucking wait until you see the mechanics I have ready for Arc 3. I am doing something new and so fantastic and engaging and interesting. I'm fucking pumped for you guys to
Cannot
see
fucking
what is
wait.
happening. It's going to be amazing.
Fuck yes, man. I
Fuck
can't
yes.
fucking wait.
Thank you guys
Fuck
so
yeah, there,
much.
bud.
Yes. And next Friday.
Okay, guys. I will see you guys again same time next week.
Yep.
Awesome.
See ya.
Thank you.
See you
Have a
guys.
good one.
Night, night. Bye, Chad.